is everyone in the, I guess it's the west room, coming into the east room, which is where everyone is right now? Almost everyone. Everyone's here. Okay. Well, greetings everyone, and thank you very much for coming tonight for the 8th annual Building Business in Brookhaven Expo. My name is Bob Larson, and on behalf of the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council, I wish to thank you all for participating this year. Tonight we have all of our vendors sitting out there in the seats, all of our participants, and you folks are the businesses within our community, and we hope that this is going to be a fruitful session for you in terms of networking, not only with the other vendors and the other participants and the walk-in people that are coming in, but also with the folks who work here at the town. And that's the part of the purpose behind this whole program, is to be sure that there are lines of communication that are open among all businesses and the town of Brookhaven. So tonight we have, once again, for the second year in a row, we have sold out all of our participant tables tonight. And in addition to the council members, we have 60 participants tonight. And last year we had well over 300 people come to the event in addition to all of you folks. And we hope that this year we can do the same, if not better. We also have the food vendors, and we have more food vendors. And of course, the best way to get people to participate or come is to supply the food, and that's exactly what we did again tonight. And I think even better, we have a wonderful food concession out there. So enjoy the show, enjoy everything. What I would like to do now is turn the microphone over to Congressman Tim Bishop. Congressman Bishop.
Good evening to all of you, and thank you very much for coming to this event, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to spend a very few moments with you, and I will be brief. I want to thank the BBAC for their leadership for this event, and really for so many other things that are of importance to the business community in Brookhaven Town. I want to thank all of the vendors and tell you that the work that you do obviously is important to the economic vitality of this town, as well as the eastern half of Long Island. And to all the participants, I hope you find this to be a productive session. It is not any secret that small businesses are the backbone of our economy here on Long Island, and I think it's incumbent on every level of government to see to it that we create the environment in which business can flourish. It has always been, our economic stability has always been a partnership between business and the private sector, and we need to see to it that we each do our share, and events like this certainly help you do your share, and the government has to make sure that we reciprocate as well. So I thank you all very, very much for coming. I thank the BBAC, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tim. Before I introduce our next speaker, there are some thank yous I'd like to throw out there. The council members, maybe if you could just raise your hand, anyone on the council. We're here not only because we're here every month and we're having meetings, and we have other programs that we like to run, and very fruitful programs as well. But we're also here tonight to guide you and to help you in a lot of the things that perhaps may happen here in the town of Brookhaven. So please feel free. We all are wearing the same type of badges tonight. We all say council member right on them. So please feel free to chat with us as the evening goes on. We also have a committee that helped put this together tonight. Committee members, could you raise your hand? Very special people. They really are. They put a lot of work into this, and I want to say thank you to you folks too. And then we also have 3 employees. We have 3 employees. We have Lisa and Jocelyn and Anne Marie. Could you raise your hands? These are 3 people who put in a tremendous amount of hours to make this program a success. And I personally want to thank you for all the work that you've done. Thank you. The next person I would like to introduce is our acting town supervisor. That would be Kathleen Walsh.
Thank you and welcome everybody. As Bob mentioned, my name is Kathleen Walsh and I took over several weeks ago as acting town supervisor for former supervisor Mark Lesko, who, as many of you know, has taken a position as the chair of Accelerate Long Island. I'm going to keep my remarks brief because I know you have a lot of business to do. And more importantly, I don't want to stand in the way of everyone in the food in the back. First, I'd like to extend a big thank you to Congressman Bishop for attending this evening, as well as Fred Braun, who is the chair of our IDA, Lisa Mulligan, our Director of Economic Development and CEO for our IDA, and co-sponsoring tonight's Expo, as well as Jim Tullo from our Director of IDA, and Eve Michelle, Jocelyn Brinka, and Anne Marie Halleck of Economic Development, as well as Bruce Newman, who is the president of Brookhaven Advisory Council and also co-sponsor of tonight's Expo, as well as Bob Larson for chairing the Expo committee. Also, a special thank you to each and every one of you, our business community and the partners for this year's Expo. We understand that making the connections is a vital part of growing your business, which is why we're all thrilled to host the BBAC every year. And this year's Expo seems to be catching on. Last year, the attendance was up nearly 50%, and this year we're hoping to see an equally strong turnout. So, some of the projects that we're particularly proud of is the Job Search Boot Camp with over 60 participants, Job Haven website, which most of you are familiar with, which has many job listings and companies participating, and we encourage residents to go on there when they're seeking employment. The job fairs that are hosted, which was sponsored by the BBAC, the Constant Contact Database, which is 5,000, which currently has over 5,000 contacts, the SCORE, which is helpful to people entering into the business community, which is held every Tuesday and Friday, as well as the tourism website. So on behalf of my colleagues on the town board who were not able to join us this evening, but I send their regards for a successful event. And on behalf of the residents of Brookhaven, what you do to encourage businesses to stay local, our young people to get involved in the workforce, the exposure of the quality of life here in Brookhaven, we all give a great big thank you. So have a successful evening, and I look forward to chatting with you throughout the night.
Thank you, Kathleen, for those terrific remarks. Everyone, let's do business. Thank you.
Congressman Bishop, it was great hearing your opening remarks at tonight's event. It's good. We were all looking forward to our Building Business in Brookhaven event. I have a question for you. You've been involved with the Setauket Port Jefferson bike path. Now, you're very pro-business. Why would something like a bike path be of interest to you from a business perspective?
I thought that from the vantage point of one of the things we value here on Long Island, which is the appreciation of our natural resources, healthy lifestyles, getting people out, connecting people in the community, the bike path did that. So Assemblyman Engelbright came to me. It's been a passion of his for years. He came to me to see if I could be helpful in terms of bringing federal money to the table. It struck me as a very worthwhile project with a great deal of community support, so I was happy to be supportive of it.
Yeah, it is a great project, and I'm a citizen in the area over there, and when I go back about 10 years now working on that aspect of it, it is something that has been a part of that committee for quite a while. Now it's a part of the community, so it's great.
Yeah, as I say, I've been there several times. I was there for the groundbreaking. I was there for the ribbon cutting, and it's just a great project, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Great, and we're happy to have you support it. Terrific. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're here with Acting Supervisor Kathleen Walsh. Kathleen, thank you so much for those opening comments.
Thank you, Brian.
Now in your role as Acting Supervisor, which you always knew as Deputy Supervisor, that it was always a possibility, but now that you're actually in that role, is there anything that came up that you learned that you didn't expect to learn?
Well, being deputy supervisor, I knew I was always there to support Mark and, keep my position as town council member. This year's budget was the most difficult challenge. I mean, I did not expect to be taking the lead as acting supervisor for a special election. on such short notice. But we are working on the budget that we currently have and trying to figure out how we're going to get through this with my colleagues on the town board.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a few items in there that has gained a lot of public attention. So,
Yeah. Well, it's tough. It's tough times for everyone in government, private industry. We all know it's been really difficult.
Right.
So collectively, everyone up on the third floor in town council is working on the budget and talking to the commissioners and finding what we can do to preserve the quality of life here in Brookhaven.
right. And collectively, that's what we're here for tonight. You know, with all of our businesses coming out, supporting each other, getting out there to help everybody share the stories of other companies that are supporting them, and for all of our local communities to get involved, come out and see the businesses that are here.
Absolutely. And as I said in the opening comments, getting our young people to be able to start working, stay on Long Island, we all need to chip in and take care of each other.
Yeah, and that is what it's all about. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you later on tonight.
Thank you. Enjoy. Have fun.
Thank you. All right, now here we are at your Building Business in Brookhaven show. This event is going to be great. It's our 8th annual event. Last year's was taped. This is going to be the second year that we're doing it. We're going to do the same kind of thing. We're going to go around, we're going to meet all of the vendors, and perhaps we'll meet a few friends along the way too. But what I really want you to pay attention to is this art of networking. So we're going to listen to everybody's elevator pitch as they go along. Those first 30 seconds, could be as short as 15 seconds, on what they're saying. So think about it from your perspective. When you meet somebody for the first time and they ask you what you do, is what you're telling them something of interest to them, or is it only of interest to you? You got to give them the benefit to them also. So we'll check back on that one at the end of the night. We'll see how we do with everybody. Let me introduce you to our first friend, Gloria Glowacki. Gloria works at all kinds of businesses, not just small businesses, even though it's labeled that way, with the small business at
the Small Business Development Center at Stony Brook. And here's my elevator pitch.
All right, here we go.
Why would a small business not come to the SBDC? We do not charge for our services, and we provide you with any assistance you need, free one-on-one counseling.
Now, you're right. I'm already thinking that what's in it for me, and what's in it for me is free advice.
That's
and
it.
actually, I do need to get there, too, because I've got a whole nother set of projects.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, I'm coming down. And I got a few friends that are coming down there, too. Right over here in Stony Brook. It's fantastic.
Perfect.
It's free. It's great. You have seminars. You have everything.
Yep, you can go to the website to get our information, but it's all about the small business. We have no other charter other than to help small business.
Right. And the definition of small business is really
anything
any
under
business.
500 employees, so it's a pretty wide berth.
I would think so. It's something like 80-some-odd% of everybody. So that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. We'll catch
Good
up to you
to
later.
see you. Okay.
Too. All right, our first vendor of the evening, Ron Roybal. Ron, pleasure to have you here. Thanks for supporting it.
Sure.
Great. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, we're a manufacturer of controls, electronic controls. Most of our business is with the military, and we do some commercial work, but it's mostly controls.
Okay. Most of your business is with the military, so can I ask, so in attending an event like this, was it a little bit more small business, consumer?
It's mostly small business, so it's mostly being used as a networking event more than anything else.
Right.
Looking for suppliers to supply me with components.
Right. And there'll be a number of the town departments that are going to be down here tonight also, and then you also, that you never know factor.
Right, yes, exactly.
So that's great. All right, we're glad that you came down to support it. We'll check back.
Okay.
Okay. Another vendor here we have is Priority One. Priority One Title Company is all set to go. I know this. We have Teresa. Teresa?
How do you do?
Good. Pleasure to have you here tonight. You want to tell us a little bit about the title company?
Well, I've been in business since 2001. We cover all of New York State and all of New Jersey. We do residential and commercial title insurance, as well as various searches such as single and separates and attorney searches and stuff like that. Any kind of searches that anybody requires for the building purposes or for any purposes, actually.
You know, I get the same kind of question as with Ron. Ron's, who we just spoke to before, is working with a lot of the defense companies, the bigger companies. From a title company, I always thought that it was the mortgage broker or the bank that told me what title company I'm supposed to use. So do I, as a consumer, have a choice?
Yes, you do. Actually, with all the new RESPA regulations and regulations in the banking industry, they want the consumer to actually have a choice as to who they want to go with. So they can shop around, as long as the title company is approved by the lender. I do get most of my business from banks and attorneys, and sometimes I actually do get the consumer who calls me up and says, what is your prices, what is it that you do, and I'll explain everything to them, and then this way they can make an educated choice as to whether or not they want to go with me or they want to go with someone else.
I really wonder how many people know that they could choose the title company. So if you're watching this, keep that one in mind too. When you're looking to buy a home, speak to the title company early. You have a chance to choose who you want to work with, price, personality, and quality, of course.
Oh, definitely. I mean, service, you're not only providing a service, but you're actually providing an education. Because people really don't know what title insurance is. They don't know why they have it. They don't know what the purposes of it is or when they'll ever actually need it. And most people think that, even right down to the fees of what they pay, they don't realize where the money goes and where it's allocated and what it's for.
That's because most people are looking at those forms when they're sitting down at the closing. And if they do what I did, I just brought a checkbook and just started writing checks, and then afterwards you ask, what was that for?
Yeah, well, it's very difficult, I mean, people, it's a very stressful situation when someone's purchasing a home or they're refinancing or they're buying that property because they're opening up a great big business. A lot of people really don't understand fully.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Oh, there certainly is.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're here tonight to explain that to folks as they come on through.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank
Okay,
you.
very good. Thank you very much, Teresa. We're going to move on to our next vendor. We're here with Mike Wonder. Mike, pleasure to have you here tonight.
Nice meeting you.
And I
Thank
see you brought the whole team with you.
Yes, this is Donna.
Yeah, let me get out of the way. Hey, you get the microphone.
This is Donna and Steffi.
Hello, Donna and Stephanie.
Hi.
Okay, so the company is called Profile Printing and Graphics. I could read that. Profile Printing and Graphics. Can you explain a little bit about the company?
We're a full-service printer, from artwork to printing, delivery. We do forms, brochures, and a lot of promotional items.
It's been a changing environment for you over the last number of years because more and more people are doing things online, just printing out straight forms. It's done also with PDFs.
A lot less forms is going on.
So the creative aspect of your business has got to take on more of a much greater importance level to separate you from other printing companies?
It's the timing and the delivery, and price has a lot to do with it.
Price always does. I don't care what the economy is. Price is always a factor.
Here, we have a nice bag for you. We have a couple items in it.
There we go. All right, good. All right, now I got a bag to take with me as we move along, picking up goodies or swag, as some of our people say. All right, great. Pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Ladies, enjoy the show. Very good. Pleasure meeting you. All right, well, let us move right along. We're going to move right along. I got my swag bag now, too. We are here with Terrace Cafe. Now, Terrace Cafe is out here as a vendor, but they're also inside, so we're going to get a chance to taste their coffee a little bit later on. How are you?
Hi. It's actually Colonial Coffee, but Terrace Cafe is what we're marketing and trying to promote here.
Great, okay. Terrace
Colonial
Coffee is the company. Terrace Cafe.
Cups, which is it's a Keurig K-Cup alternative. It fits right in the Keurig machine, which is very popular right now. Green Mountain they have all the different flavors, but these are eco-friendly. As you can see, it's not the plastic cup, so it's biodegradable.
Yeah, that's great that it is. You see so many of things just getting tossed. Right. See so many of everything just getting tossed.
Yeah, well, and you see the each with the amount of K-Cups that Green Mountain uses, and I mean it's offices all over the country, and the amount it adds up since they're plastic, but they're not recyclable. So these are biodegradable, just helps out that way.
And does that affect the flavor at all, since it's in something that's exposed to air?
No. Well, you do have to keep it, they come in like vacuum sealed bags, and then you have to keep it in like an airtight container. So because it is exposed, like you said. The flavor actually, it depends. Each person is different. Personally, I think these ones are a little bit stronger than the Green Mountain K-Cups, but I mean, some people will still prefer the Green Mountain K-Cups. Some people will prefer these, just like some people prefer Folgers or Dunkin' Donuts as opposed to Starbucks.
Right. Yeah, everybody's got their own taste buds.
Right, absolutely.
So it works out that way. Well, we'll find out a little bit later.
All right.
We'll do a taste test once we get inside to the food court. Thanks for joining us over here, and we'll see you on the other side. Mike Schoolman, Mr. Transportation.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Brian, how you doing today?
Good, doing great. Now, you started a not a new bus company, but you brought a new kind of bus company to the island. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's actually upcoming. Bolt Bus Long Island will be upcoming very soon, and it's basically going to be service from Ronkonkoma and Exit 49 Park and Ride going to New York City, East Side of Manhattan, Lexington Avenue, and it'll be geared towards commuters. And everybody on the bus, there'll always be one person who gets a ticket for $1. And it'll be overall very low fares and geared towards commuters. We'll have free Wi-Fi, personal power outlets, extra legroom, a lot of great amenities, and just a nice, comfortable reserved seat for commuting every day.
That's great, especially one person winning a lottery every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, there's always one person who get it for $1. Exactly.
Right. And you're looking this as an alternative method of transportation, not necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. Our goal, basically, the Long Island Expressway is the second most congested roadway in the United States.
Yes.
Everybody, including myself, has meetings in the city and drives their car. It's another great option to get people out of their cars and into a high occupancy vehicle, because we give a couple different types of service that might attract people to get out of their cars. Free Wi-Fi, personal power outlet, so you can do work on the way into the city, you can get things done, you can check email, you can fire up your iPad or your laptop or whatever. And
it's a quiet ride, and you can take a little nap on the way home?
You certainly can, yeah. You can recline the seat, a little bit of extra legroom, exactly.
Sounds great. Sounds like a complete package.
Yeah.
When we talk about the elevator pitch, so what's in it for me, that sounds really good.
Okay, great,
it's a great service, and it's also something that's...
And it'll be very affordably priced, and yeah, the goal is getting people out of their cars and into a luxury bus to make commuting easier and enjoyable.
Yeah, it helps out the environment a little bit too.
It absolutely does. Thank you,
Terrific.
Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah. We're here with Lois Fricke. Lois Fricke is with the Long Island Builders Institute. There we go. I need a little help every once in a while to do this.
Okay.
So you have a great program that's going on. But before you do, what is the Long Island Builders Institute about?
The Long Island Builders Institute has been in business since 1941. We're a trade organization on Long Island made up of the construction industry, from banks to mortgage companies to landscapers to builders and anything in between.
Wait.
And we represent them in all ways. Educational seminars, legislation, lobbying, networking, you name it, we do it.
That's very good. So anybody that's involved with real estate in any way, shape, or form really should be involved.
Exactly. They certainly should. Now, the thing that we've done differently in the past years is we created a 501c3 charitable arm of our organization, which is Long Island Home Builders Care Development Corp. And our mission is to build new homes at very, very reasonable prices for returning veterans from Iraq or Afghanistan.
That's another one, too. There's not enough we couldn't be doing for these men and women coming back.
Absolutely. Brookhaven has donated to us in the last couple of years some nice parcels of property. We built our first home in Sound Beach last year on a piece of property donated to us by one of our builder members, Mark Beige. This year, we're building a brand new home for a returning veteran in Lake Ronkonkoma that was donated by the town of Brookhaven. We're getting one more piece of property in Center Reach, and we're going to be building a 6-lot subdivision for returning veterans called Veterans Way in Islandia on a 3.5-acre parcel that's being donated to us by CA Technologies.
That's great.
Now, this is
let's
Jay
introduce
Ratto.
the men over here.
Jay Ratto is the president of our associate council. Jay?
Hi, how are you?
Jay, pleasure to have you here tonight.
Yep.
And the man with the handkerchief is?
Robert Morandi.
There you go. Well-dressed Robert Morandi.
Nick Delvano.
All right, so gentlemen, you're all involved with the association, or you have your own projects within there?
I'm the president of the Associate Council, and I own and operate J. Rattle Landscaping. I'm a member, and I'm an associate member because I'm not a builder. And then Rob...
I'm an associate member as well, so I basically help Jay and Lois with whatever they need, but I work for Continental Home Loans, and we help in the lending portion for the veterans.
And he does the mortgages for some of our veterans.
Okay, great. And Lance?
I own and operate Always Elevator. I'm also an associate member and very involved in Libby.
I think I called your company one day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I know you're in Ronkonkoma?
Bohemia, yep.
Bohemia? I might have done that. We'll talk about that one later on. So you can see, no matter what kind of a business you're in, if you're affiliated with real estate, from landscaping to building to elevators, or mortgages, it's definitely a group to get involved with.
Absolutely. And if you want to give back to the community, we have many ways charitable that are really, really worthwhile to be involved in. Our members are great. They're all active. These guys pitch in on their own time and do everything for our organization, so it's really nice.
Is there a website that people can go to?
Yes, we have a brand new website, www.libby.org, and we also have www.libby.org LIHBC.org. So we have two websites, one for the charitable arm, one for Libby, but you can get to both.
Now you know why I asked you to say that, not me. All right, gentlemen, absolute pleasure. We'll see you later on this evening.
Thank you.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Lois.
night.
Thank you.
Terrific. Thank you.
Today I'm here representing the Hamptons Virtual Office Center, which is actually based in Southampton, but it's for businesses in Brookhaven, Western Suffolk, anyone that does business on the East End. And we are the only virtual office on the East End of Long Island. In fact, the only one east of Hauppauge.
Right.
So we provide office space, conference room space, mail and phone services, as well as any administrative support, graphic design, web design, anything your business could possibly need is a one-stop shop for everything.
Right. So it's good. I mean, for the self-employed, it sounds like it's a perfect alternative.
Yes, it's self-employed. It's people who work for large companies that are mobile. They are working here. They're working out in Southampton. They're meeting clients in diners. You know, that doesn't work well for anyone, so.
Oh, not necessarily. Actually, I know somebody that's in a business, and she decided to actually operate out of the house.
Okay.
Because most of everything she was doing was she was selling products that were not, she wasn't keeping inventory.
Yeah.
So.
This is the kind of business that's actually good for that person too, because there's you know, it's not a rent, it's not administrative, you know, you're not paying for employees, you're just paying as you use the services.
Right.
So, you know, something comes up every once in a while that you can't do yourself, and rather than retain someone and pay an employee part-time or full-time, you come and you play one-off, you
Right.
know, and we provide all that stuff.
Well, in that case, as a self-employed, she really needs the support of everybody.
Yeah.
This way she could do what she does best, and that's
Exactly.
speaking to clients.
Yeah, exactly. So this business would be perfect for her, so she'd give her my card.
Yeah, absolutely. I will. So you do everything except for the speak to the clients part, and it works.
Yes, we leave that up to our clients to
Oh,
do.
yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. My name is Brian. Absolute pleasure.
I'm Lisa.
Lisa, great. So you obviously are representing Habitat for Humanity
Yes.
tonight, which is good.
I am the new AmeriCorps member at Habitat for Humanity.
Very good.
Third weekend.
Oh, good. Oh, this is perfect. And we're going to put you on the spot right away.
Okay.
Okay. So how long ago did you get involved with Habitat for Humanity? And not from a job standpoint, but...
5 years ago in high school.
Yeah, that's what I find with so many people that are in a business or starting their own business. There's some reason, there's some connection for them to go that way.
Yeah.
So what was yours? Why did you find this to be an important place or a place that you wanted to send a resume to?
I was on a build with a family, and it was so amazing to be able to lift sheetrock up that would be someone's home that otherwise would not be able to have an opportunity to have a safe roof over their head.
And we built quite a few homes on Long Island, and it doesn't seem that, I know for me, and I'm pretty active on Facebook and LinkedIn and all the rest of that stuff, always looking for stories, but I don't really see too many stories about these homes being built. So is there quite a few homes being built? Or?
Right now we have 4 that we're finishing that are getting ready to be dedicated. We have about 6 that are starting in the process of getting built. We build about 10 houses a year, so it's...
Which is a great number. And I know some of the Suffolk women's groups have gotten involved with that.
The women's build, yeah.
Right, the women's build. Yeah. You know, and that's a great thing, because everybody can help out. And there's a lot of women that can build houses a lot better than I can. I can't swing a house. I got one nail in my floor.
I've seen a few of the volunteers, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that would be me. I can schlep stuff. That's about
we'll
it.
have to have you schlep.
I can schlep. I'll be there next time to schlep. No problem with that.
Okay.
So what would be the website that I would go to? This way I know where I'm going to schlep.
HabitatSuffolk.org. And to volunteer, it's volunteer@HabitatSuffolk.org.
Volunteer Habitat Suffolk. And that's you?
Yep.
Oh, good. We get to talk again.
Yeah.
And then you can put me on the spot with these things.
Okay.
I may bring a camera again next time, though.
Okay.
Get volunteers. This way I don't have to schlep too much stuff around.
Okay.
All right. Next we have Groutastic.
How are you, sir?
Groutastic. I love that.
You like that name?
Yeah, absolutely.
Catchy.
Yeah, it is. There was a company we had interviewed. It was called Outstanding Plumbing.
There you
so
go.
it's like, why Outstanding Plumbing? Because the plumbing they do is outstanding because of customer service. So how fantastic is the grout?
It's wonderful. We specialize in anything from tile and grout cleaning, grout color staining, carpet cleaning, hard water removal off of shower glass doors, okay? Soap scum removal, regrouting, caulkings, and one of our other niche products is paver restoration. where we can remove all the weeds, moss, and dirt between the pavers, apply a poly sand, and they don't come back for 10 years.
I hate to admit another weakness of mine over
Sure.
here, but I got a walkway in the back with the bricks, and I got this tree. The tree is doing really well. The walkway, not so good.
You need us.
I think so.
That's what we do. We will restore your walkway to basically brand new condition.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, how would
absolutely.
people get in touch with you?
Oh, they can reach us at www.groutastic.com, or locally it's 631-924-0544, and we do anything from residential to commercial work.
That sounds great. I got a family business?
Family business,
I had
yep.
a feeling it was.
Yep, family business,
Good.
absolutely.
You got that smile on your face.
Yeah.
You got ownership in this one.
Absolutely.
You know, it's all good. And I'm sure you have the cleanest floors in the neighborhood.
The cleanest. Just like the shoemakers with no holes in their shoes.
You know, when we start going around with the camera at locations, maybe we'll go to your house.
That's it. Come right over.
Absolutely.
No problem.
We'll see what it looks like. Great.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the show.
Kevin Himes, and this table is the Brookhaven Coalition of Chambers. The Brookhaven Coalition consists of the 20 individual chambers that make up town of Brookhaven. And we put on some town-wide events, as well as the individual chambers. We're always having a lot of different activities. I myself, I'm with the Ronkonkoma Chamber of Commerce. We're having a terrific Taste of Ronkonkoma coming up on October 11th, getting many eateries within the town of Brookhaven involved with this. So we look to encourage small businesses and networking, and that's what it's about. Stay local and shop local.
Oh, it's so much the case. You know, it really helps when everybody does support each other locally. You know, you get that face-to-face connection.
Definitely.
And then also, you're building that friendship. That's what networking is really supposed to be about.
That's
it's
what
about
it is.
building friendship, building the relationships, and then building from there.
Yes.
You know, it's great.
And we all want to help each other so that our businesses thrive, and it helps the employment in the area, and it keeps the jobs here, and especially it keeps the young people in Brookhaven from leaving.
Right. And we spoke to the Long Island Builders Institute before. Maybe they can help out with some affordable housing too.
Oh, we need that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Well, you focus on building the businesses, and we'll let them focus on building the homes.
Let's all work together and make Brookhaven a better place for everybody.
We're going to end on that note. Kevin, thanks so much. Absolutely terrific.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thanks for helping to promote these events. You guys have been a big help. Big help.
My name's Anthony Tadero.
Anthony Tadero. So, you want to explain why you're at a networking event, what you're looking to accomplish?
I'm here representing the town of Brookhaven Division of Fire Prevention, and we're just here to answer any questions local businesses might have regarding fire safety, inspections, stuff of that nature, and obviously to promote fire safety.
All right, let me ask you a question. What's the one biggest thing that a small business that doesn't own the building, so it's not their responsibility for a lot of the building, but a small business inside of a building, what's the greatest thing that they could do from a fire prevention standpoint?
As far as fire safety goes, they might not own the building, but they're still responsible for the inside. Fire extinguishers, training their staff. If they have cooking equipment, they're responsible for maintaining that stuff. So, we prevent fires, cooking fires especially.
So it seems there's a lot of things that these businesses could do, and homeowners, the same kind of thing. Yes. Make sure the fire extinguisher has not reached its expiration.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's what we're here for.
I saw that smile. I got a feeling that's a big problem out there.
Absolutely, it is.
And it's not, they can be recharged. It's not a large amount of money.
There's procedures as far as periodic inspections that local businesses just don't know until we do an inspection and advise them of that. But
well, we got to get you into these places before we need to know.
That's what I'm here for today.
Right, not afterwards. It's not good when it's after the fact.
No, but we're here to help. That's what we're here for today.
Great. Thanks so much for coming down tonight. Maybe we'll just sneak right in. Can we just sneak right into this conversation?
Most definitely.
Good. There you go. James? James Watson, wearing a blue shirt. Nice color shirt, by the way. I like that.
You too.
Talking to Margaret Marshall. Margaret Marshall, why wait? Margaret's a friend of mine, too. She's terrific. I know your reason for going into starting this business, but can you explain what are the greatest benefits that people can gain from working with you?
I think the greatest benefits I see when people work with me is the change in their life. Not only the change in their body, but what it does to their life, what it does to their relationships, what it does to their careers, to their level of success within their businesses. It just encompasses everything.
It's really not so much about the weight. We measure everything in weight, but it's not
It's
that.
life enhancing.
Yeah.
It's life enhancing.
I've also been on let's say, a bit of a tear with trying to lose weight. I've attended many of your conferences also, which are always terrific.
Thank
Even
you.
after going to a couple of them, I still find them all terrific. And there's always something interesting and new in there. But it really is that attitude that
It's
you
definitely
stress.
an attitude. Absolutely. It's a thought process. You have to get into your feeling because your feelings dictate your thinking, But your thinking dictates your feelings, and your feelings dictate your eating.
Right.
So we have to get into the feelings.
Yeah.
That's where we have to go, and that's what I do with my clients.
And that thinking happens when you hit the refrigerator.
No, long before that.
Well, I got to start thinking a little bit further in advance. Usually I open the door, it's like, what am I going to eat? And then I remember
no,
you.
Then you go ahead.
Then I remember you. I go for the grapes, the apples, the fruits.
Oh, no.
I'm not good there?
Say to yourself, what do I want to eat? When you're in that kind of mood where, what can I eat? What can I eat? You say, why do I want to eat?
Yeah,
You ask a different question, you get a different answer.
James, it seems that I have to attend a few more of his seminars. I got a learning curve ahead of me that's big, real big. That's great. Keep asking your questions. Thanks for letting us barge in over here.
Thanks, Brian.
We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks. You're Elizabeth?
Kirkland.
Elizabeth Kirkland. So you're part of the town?
I'm the energy coordinator for the town of Brookhaven. Yes.
Right, okay. And I believe we spoke before also. Okay. So the Green Homes Initiative is huge.
Yes.
And it's actually a money saver for many businesses, or it can be a money saver after the initial investment.
Definitely. And not only you save money after the initial investment, but there are rebates and incentives along the way that'll help you save money on the installation of these measures as well.
Okay. And is there a website that people can go to in order to get the information?
Yes, you can go to the Brookhaven town website, and there's a Green Homes page for that as well. We also have a Facebook page.
Great. Hey, as a member of the Business Advisory Council, we love when people go to the Brookhaven website. We got our stuff on there, the different TV shows that we're doing, all the different town departments, a load of information that's available to everybody in a number of different areas.
I know, it's a great resource.
It is. It really is terrific, some of the stuff that's put out, on that. So we got some great takeaways, and the website, Brookhaven, they go to the Brookhaven website. You can get more information on the different green initiatives that are taking place. And I know there's a lot more to follow on that one, too. So I look forward to talking to some of our council people about that, too. Thanks so much for spending the time coming down tonight. Thank you. Melissa McDonald. We're here with Melissa McDonald of Toshiba,
Yes.
who is a member of the Long Island Builders Institute that we
Correct.
spoke to before.
Yes.
So let me ask this question. Toshiba, I don't really think of building when I think of Toshiba. Why be a member of the Builders Institute?
Because we provide Libby with their office equipment. So the brochures and the flyers that they send out to, get attention. For instance, the returning vet home. Those flyers that are going out are printed on a Toshiba device.
That would make a lot of
That
sense.
would make a lot of sense.
It really would. Yeah. And even inside the house, I'm sure there's a number of things that we all have home offices. That makes sense.
Exactly. TVs, laptops, tablets. It's not just, office equipment, but the office equipment is great.
Yeah. And you've been involved with Libby for a while?
Yes. Toshiba's been a member of Libby, I want to say, for at least 4 or 5 years.
Right.
This year getting very, very active. I'm really enjoying working with them, and it's a lot of fun.
Those people they look like they're having a lot of fun.
They are, definitely.
Oh, no, Lois was like full of energy, and it's great.
Oh, it is.
Especially when you get involved in some of these organizations, because there are challenges. And I'm sure you know, as a sponsoring company of that kind of an organization, they're always looking for money.
Yes.
Yes.
But I have to say, I feel that my dollars are very well spent with Libby and sponsoring them. They go at great lengths to really support their members, to support Toshiba. They actually invited me here to sit at their table and, have some flyers out for Toshiba, but I had already purchased a table, through Brookhaven.
Good.
So they're very good at taking care of their members and making sure that they're involved in everything that they do.
So let's speak a minute or two about Toshiba, since
Sure.
you're here as Toshiba, on the other side of it.
Yes.
So what are you looking to gain from an event like this? It is speaking to the consumer, the small business owner?
Absolutely. Anything from a small mom and pop organization to a municipality, a school district, we're really able to handle it all. We've got great products. We're local in, right on Betts Highway, and so it's nice. I think people don't realize that there's a Toshiba subsidiary right there on Betts Highway.
No. No, I think there's a lot of things that people don't realize, and that's where it's so important to do an event like this, to go out, meet with the local people, get involved with the different chambers of commerce.
Absolutely, and that's why I decided to come down today. I live local here in Brookhaven.
Good.
I work this is my territory, this is my stomping ground, and so I want businesses to know that we're here and have our products available to them.
Yeah, live, work, and play in Brookhaven. It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
And support it too. So there's the home run right out of the park.
Absolutely.
Terrific.
Thank you.
I don't want to keep you from everybody else. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks. So what brought you over to this organization?
Well,
I worked at Grumman Aerospace for 20 years. So to come into something else as a second career, whether it's forced or of your own volition, I get a lot of that on the phone. A lot of people who've been forced into something new or have chosen to do something new. So I can sympathize with them and set them up with the correct business counselor.
Yeah, it seems that, or it's not even it seems, I know that,
Yes.
you know, we're getting more and more small businesses that are being created by the 50 and over crowd. Some of that's because they want to, some of that's because
they have to.
Right, that have to effect is there. But the good part is that they bring a lot of experience of when they're starting that business. Sure. And that was one thing I noticed with the Small Business Center. You know, when I've spoken to people there, they match you up, or I should say you match people up with somebody that has that same kind of background.
For the most part, yes, but sometimes their questions, even though they don't believe it, do not involve their business specifically. It involves a need for the business. For instance, we have a CPA, we have a couple of counselors who are MBAs. Perhaps there's some organizational issues that, regardless of whether it's refrigerator magnets or gene splicing, they need to get that straightened out first.
Right. Oh, it's so important. You got to have the foundation of the business in place, whether it be from a legal standpoint, an emotional standpoint.
Absolutely.
Right, the folks that come in there with I can do everything attitude, not going to work out.
Not at all. Not at all.
So you're also a little bit of a reality check with a lot of folks.
They are absolutely, because there are many people who say, I'm going to open a standalone Subway shop, and they found the perfect location, and it's 2 blocks from a Blimpie. So we have to give them a lot of things to think about that they might not have thought about before.
Oh, and it's very important. And what would be very simplistic, we'll say, in some aspects, it gets overlooked because you tend to work on those harder things if you're a business, trying to figure out where the money's going to come and go, and it goes.
Exactly. And oftentimes there are people who are very good at what they do, but the business end is totally alien to them. So that's what the counselor helps them with as well.
Very true. I know a few creative types that are like that. They're good on the creation side.
Yes.
But the execution side's a whole different
Not
story.
so good. Not so good.
Well, we're glad that you're here tonight,
Yes, thank
spreading
you
the
very
word
much.
and helping everybody out.
Yes.
And might I add, for free. For free.
Confidential, free counsel.
You gotta go. And the website is?
www.stonybrook.edu/SBDC, as in Small Business Development Center.
All right, we're going to give everybody a minute or two here to digest that. And then, Leslie, can I ask that question one more time?
Yes.
Slowly.
www.stonybrook, there's no E in Stony, .edu/SBDC, as in Small Business Development Center.
Or you can go to the Brookhaven website, and you can look them up that way. We are
there too. I'm sorry, Brian, you're absolutely correct.
No, that's cool. Hey, it's all about collaborating with everybody. It's partnerships all around. And I look forward to stopping by a little bit later.
Thank you very much.
Great. Thanks, Leslie. James is back. Hey, we can't get rid of James tonight. He's all over the place. He's a consummate networker. See, it's not just a matter of having your own table at these things. It's a matter of going out and speaking to the other vendors that are here. Right. I mean, because, look, if you have a table, you're here. You're waiting for people to come to you, which is good. But you still want to go out and meet everybody else also.
Most definitely.
If I could say that. All right, James, so here we go. I'm going to stop talking now and let you go. Moving Cool. What is it about?
Moving Cool. We're building cooling systems. We are a preferred distributor for Moving Cool. Moving Cool is a portable air conditioning, rentals and sales company. Moving Cool, provides us with the units. They're all portable. They roll into the space. They cool all different kinds of processes. We also do outdoor cooling for events. We do tented events. We cool from 1 to 25 tons. So we could do...
I gotta be honest with you. What does that really mean? 25 tons. What is that? How can I picture what 25 tons is?
1 ton of air conditioning would be 12,000 BTUs, which would measure up to, say, a small server room for computers, and a 20-ton unit would suffice for maybe a large tent. with maybe a wedding going on or some sort of event.
Okay, there we go. I could picture the wedding event tent.
Most definitely, most definitely.
I'm a little bit, like I said to Leslie, a little bit on the creative side of things.
That's cool. That's cool.
I speak in pictures. It's nice to have that picture going on.
Definitely.
So I also noticed actually from your picture, we'll just segue right over to that it seems like air conditioners, don't they drip water, the condensation?
Yes,
so
they do.
where is that going here?
Yes, they do. If you see this unit right here, cooling this hard worker right here, it's a blue tank at the bottom of the unit. The unit will just siphon and fill up that tank. Once the tank is full, the unit will shut down. It will be emptied. Tank goes right back in. It goes right back on. Cooling in no time.
That's just similar to a dehumidifier, that kind of
Definitely,
setup,
definitely.
right?
These can also be used for dehumidification. Some people, pretty much the only residential use for it is dehumidification. We mostly do commercial work.
That sounds great. Now I can see something like that in the basement.
Most definitely.
Would work out pretty well.
Most definitely.
All right, James, I'm sure I'm going to see you again later on.
Most definitely.
Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Willow Creek Golf and Country Club.
Yes.
Sounds absolutely terrific.
Oh, it is. It's like a vacation. Even when I'm working, it's like a vacation.
That's a nice job.
Yeah, it is. I go out on the back patio and have a seat and relax for a few minutes.
Make sure everybody's having a good time.
Absolutely.
Something tells me you do more than just make sure everybody has a good time.
Well, we customize things to whatever people are looking for. So, yeah, we make it a special engagement, whatever it is. If it's a holiday party, a wedding, a golf tournament, we do it all, and we make it exclusive to that group.
That sounds good. Now, where is Willow Creek located?
It's in Mount Sinai.
Okay.
Right off of Mount Sinai Quorum Road.
Good.
Yes.
Which is right around the corner from here.
Absolutely.
Right? And I would assume one would host different fundraising activities beyond, let's say, the golf outing.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I know somebody that gets involved with raising money for various charitable organizations.
You do?
I do.
We will have to talk.
It would be self-serving if I gave you my name at this point in time, so I won't do that. But yes. So in the winter, actually what happens? Let's ask that. You know, January, February, let's say in a normal winter,
Yes.
forget last year.
Yes.
But a normal winter when there's no golf.
We still have engagement parties, fundraisers, we have brunches and breakfasts, we have anything that you can think of.
Fundraising
Baby showers,
activities?
Fundraising activities, absolutely.
It's amazing the way we worked that one right on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds good. And the website would be something as simple as
HamletWillowCreek.com.
There you go. Easy to find on Google searches all over the place.
Absolutely.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And sorry about scaring those people away.
I know.
We'll just put up a sign, camera is gone, you can come back now.
Come on back.
Come on back, there you go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. St. Joseph College is located in the beautiful town of
Patchogue.
Which is a beautiful town. I was down there yesterday, by the way. You know, it really is a beautiful town.
It is.
The amount of
Very
work that's going on there, phenomenal.
Definitely. And we used to put up a new athletic center as well. So
I was right along Main Street. I saw there's still some building going on. The Patchogue Theater looks absolutely terrific.
it's a beautiful town.
Yeah, we're going to go down there. Next time we film down there, we'll do that.
Oh, great.
Or we could film right actually on the campus.
Yeah.
That would be
That's
good.
cool.
So now, you know, we're speaking to a lot of businesses. We spoke to actually Leslie of the Small Business Development Center, and we know a lot of people are going into business now. Some by choice, some by circumstances. But the small business community has been growing and growing big. How important is that, let's say, that segment of the market to the college?
Absolutely. Well, I think in this economy, what happens is that people have all the experience, but they don't have the education to back it up. So that becomes a problem for them, and it's a disadvantage. So for them to come back, we offer this program specific for adults to come back either online, at night, on the weekends, and we offer life experience credit if they've never gone to college before, or generous transfer credit policy. So it's really going to help them, move up within their profession without having that education behind them.
And even the self-employed people. We were talking to Leslie about the reality check. You walk in, you're like, oh, I'm going to start whatever the business is, and they're very good at the selling side of it, whatever the product is, representing the product. But when it comes to the business itself, the accounting, the rest of the paperwork that has to happen, actually managing a business, you have classes that would help them.
Absolutely. We have degree programs, undergraduate and graduate, but we also have certificate programs if students didn't want to commit totally to a degree program right away, that you can take from 12 to 24 credits to gain a specialty in management, in staffing and training, in the healthcare field, things of that nature, so they can really brush up on those skills that maybe they weren't aware that they needed brushing up on.
I love the way you say that. We help people find out in reality what they really, really need to learn. But you do it with a smile, so it's good.
Exactly.
And that's what school's all about. We should never stop learning.
Never.
No,
And it's never too late.
No, that's true too. It never is too late. So that's great. Thanks so much for sharing that. We look forward to, actually, I look forward to getting down there. Maybe you can show me a few things that I still need to learn.
Absolutely.
And there are many.
Have a
Just
great
don't
day.
tell them.
I think you're doing great.
We take prospects and customers and do lead generation with using digital print, one-to-one marketing. If you look at our table here, we have calendars with digital printing on it, where we could take data and merge it with printing to have a very unique marketing approach to generate new business for businesses. And that's what we primarily do. It's a unique approach to marrying technology with printing. And that's what we're about.
Very good. Very good. So you had the What's in it for me category. We want to generate new business. We all want to generate new business.
Generate new business, be able to communicate one-to-one with the customers using direct marketing, direct mail, cross-media, internet marketing, you name it, that's what we try to do. We're mainly in a consulting capacity for our customers to get them to that next level. We find that most customers don't, most businesses sometimes don't know how to generate new leads, new business. They can go through the course of salespeople, but printing continues whether the salesperson works out or not, and that's what we try to do. Low cost, high profit, high return.
Right. Let's go back there. You mentioned about marrying the digital and print. What exactly does that mean?
Marrying. If I take data, your first name, Brian, and I take it and I take your last name and I take Brian Cohen, I can take that information and merge it actually into a printed piece, writing in sand, Brian Cohen, and that's going to get your attention. You're not going to throw away that mail because it has your name on it.
That's right.
And that's why Star actually communicates for that business to make sure that Brian is foremost in the mind of the customer, and you're going to open that mail and do that offer. And anyone can contact us and always ask for Kevin Murphy, of course.
There you go. No, it's fine. Go ahead. I mean,
But,
that's what we're here for.
that's-
What would be the website they would go to ask for Kevin Murphy?
We're at starcommunications.us, which is also different from .com.
You do know how to separate yourself from the rest of the team, don't you?
I try to, that's what digital is about, one-to-one communication.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. Thanks for letting me put you on the spot too. The SCORE program is another one of these resources that if you don't know it exists, break out the pen and paper. So let's just go right now, and we'll repeat this later. What's the website?
Let's see.
That's a good question. What is the website? I get it.
There you go. It's right on the business card there.
Okay. The website is www.longisland, that's spelled out, .score.org. So what is special about the SCORE program is?
We help small businesses who are in their infancy stage to get started. We help them with cash flow. We help them with marketing. We help them with business strategy and tools. And in general, we give good advice, and we've helped over 9,000 clients over the past year. It's a nationwide organization, so
I'd say it's a lot of people.
Right, there's like 1,300 chapters throughout the country, and we assisted over 9,000 people last year. So we're a well-known organization, and we're doing some good things.
You definitely are, Dan. Now, I know you actually downplay one word in there, the we word. Who is the we? Who are the men and women that are going out there and giving this advice?
It's the counselors like myself.
Right.
And Lenny.
Okay, Lenny, pleasure. Come on, you join us, Lenny. Great. All right, we're still not hitting on the we here. I'm trying to lead in with this question. The we people, you guys, and the men and other men and women that are going out there doing it, have a little bit of experience in the business world?
Yes.
Yes, there we go.
I'm a retired commercial banker.
Okay.
And I'm a retired businessman who went through the whole gamut of starting a business to going public, towards selling my business, and then starting another business.
Right.
So the things that I did in order to do that are things that I can advise other people on. And that's what we're all about. And the RE in SCORE is retired executives, and that's who we are.
Service Corps of retired executives, that's basically us. And we all have varied experience, varied backgrounds. So, from commercial to Lenny is marketing, and he had his own business, and it's a conglomerate of different backgrounds.
When I was in high school, I was doing a project, and I had to take a look at if I was running a fruit stand, what I would do. And the first place I went to was the school program. I don't remember how I knew about it, I was a teenager, but I went in there, and whoever helped me out with it, was really great. I went out, I stood up in front of the classroom, and I delivered a really good presentation with a lot of great knowledge, with a lot of great information with it.
Yeah,
I really want to thank you.
We have a lot of great information to disseminate.
It was good, and I like disseminating information.
Yeah,
I'm glad you guys have the information.
Yeah, we have it.
I haven't been accused of having the information, just spitting it out.
Right. Okay, nice meeting you.
Very good.
Brian.
Thanks, Dan. Absolutely terrific. Lenny,
Brian.
terrific. Thanks. Also, Dr. Harris Cohen is here.
Brian?
Dr. Cohen.
Sure.
No relation to this Cohen.
No.
Except in spirit.
Definitely in spirit and in strategies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
That's what you do, strategies for success. What I did is I wrote a book, which is called How to Negotiate the Life You Want to Live. And it is basically a self-help book by taking stories in my 30 years of practice and finding specific things and telling the story, and then afterwards telling a particular set of exercises that you can do that would try to overcome that particular situation.
Right. It's about learning along the way.
That's exactly right.
And I've read the book and actually did a couple of interviews with Dr. Cohen too. So, I know what's going on over here. And actually just got a book for my son. So we're going to send it up to him. So Jake, you got a book on the way.
and it's good for any age.
Yes.
As yours is too. This is a fascinating thing. It's just a great thing what you're doing.
Oh, well, I love doing this, going out there and helping people tell their stories in a variety of different ways. And then also, we spoke to the golf course about Willow Creek, about the fundraising activity. But again, this is not about me, it's about you. So, all right, so now we're going to put you on the spot. So we're at a networking event.
Yes.
All right, and your book is all about learning things along the way. And at the end of each chapter is a couple of questions.
Right.
So let's zoom ahead here a little bit. You finished the night.
I did.
What kind of questions would you be asking yourself from tonight that you would look to learn from the experience of being at a networking event?
What you want to do is you want to be able to find some commonality with people. You want to be able to say, "I know you because." It's a much better way of communicating than it is just exchanging cards or a handshake, because you want to forget that person.
Right.
But if you find something that, we both play golf, we both have the same last name, these things, they will lend you into a better understanding of the person and maybe forge a better friendship.
You're right. It's all about building relationships, and even if it's through a same common name, but it's that same common desire, and that's a beautiful thing.
That's how we found each other.
That is.
it?
Yeah, last year I ran across somebody that I had met on Facebook, but I didn't meet her until tonight. So you're a step ahead of that.
Okay.
We did meet on Facebook, but I also knew you were coming.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You got the shirt on, so I assume you're the man we're speaking to. So we're here with Lewis?
Yes, I am.
Okay, there we go. You
And your
explained it. My name is Brian.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
The UPS store. Actually, I was just there. We were just talking about my family. I just shipped a package out to my son. He's out now at the University of Arizona.
There you go. We ship everything. Now, when you think UPS store, what do you think?
Shipping stuff out to my son because my wife told me you better send this out to your son.
See, but that's where a lot of people get confused. We don't only do shipping. We also do a lot of printing. We do a lot of other things as well. Like, for example, we have mailboxes. People don't know that we open up mailboxes for private people, businesses as well. We also do a lot of advertisement. Bring us your printing jobs, and see, we can get them done for you at a good rate. We also do booklets, as you can see here. Different types of booklets. We got, bring us whatever you need. We'll help you out.
We're back to putting the family first again.
Of course.
Seems to be an overriding thing. Building relationships, keeping the family happy. So you are doing a lot more than shipping. I really thought it was primarily shipping.
That's what a lot of people do. It's a big misconception.
It's about the 16th theme I've admitted here that I didn't know that everybody was doing. That's why it's so good to attend these.
Yeah, of course. It's good to put ourselves out there as well.
Right.
A lot of people actually don't know where we're actually located. We are in the Stony Brook. Are you familiar with the Lowe's Theater?
Yes.
Right in that shopping center, that's where we are. Right next to the wall bounce, the edible arrangements, solo meal, all that stuff.
Right, yeah, it's in Stony Brook. That Lowe's Theater, right. Yeah, I live over in East Setauket, so right down there. So
yeah, it's
great.
close. Yeah, it's a great place. Anything we can't find, we will help you look for it, and we'll get it done for you.
No, next time I need to ship a golf club or figure out what the business cards are going to look like, I'm going to come down and see you.
Business cards, we'll print them out for you as well.
That sounds great. Okay, thanks, Louis.
You're welcome.
Absolute pleasure.
Thanks.
Right. So your business is all about
Splash Social Marketing. We help local business owners take advantage of the opportunities that exist on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and really help them benefit from the social networks that are out there today.
Right. You also really concentrate on using videos on the different websites.
Absolutely.
Right.
Having video content is another place that you can be discovered on the internet. It helps with social authority when you're looking at SEO for your websites. There are numerous benefits all around, not to mention getting your own commercials out there and getting your word out there.
Yeah. And is it important to have a very professional looking video on the site, or just have any video on the site?
Well, having content and having good content are two totally different things. So having a professional looking video, something that people are going to identify with, and having relevant content. Having something to say, having a goal with your videos, instead of just having a video for video's sake, absolutely.
Oh, right, yeah, the message needs to be there.
Absolutely.
Right. And then having it filmed and filmed properly, because you don't want to send out the wrong image. You got to read what you're saying. If you're saying it in a poor way, or the background or lighting is not good.
You want a proper representation of your business. If people see the video, that might be their first exposure to your business, and you have to ask yourself, is that how I represent my business? Is that how I want my business to look? It's always an important question.
I would venture to say it probably is. You go to a website, it's easier to click and watch rather than actually sit there and read.
Absolutely. People nowadays, they look for commercials. They don't want commercials coming to them. They want to look for it. They'll search on Google. When they're looking for a service, they're looking for commercials. That's basically what it is. And when you have an opportunity not just to come up in the web results, but in the video results, it's all the more better for all the businesses out there.
Sounds great. Sounds absolutely terrific.
Great.
Thanks, Tom. I'll see you.
Brian, good speaking with you.
You too. We'll
Thank you
catch
very
up in a
much.
little bit. Get Ready Productions. I'd mentioned about the creative side of life. Man, I kind of love the creative side of life. Yeah. Especially when I speak and I don't mumble on my words. I've done a little bit of that tonight also.
But let me tell you a little bit about Get Ready Productions. You know, in today's market, it's very hard to get a good paying job. Competition is fierce. So if you don't know the dynamics and what it takes to get that interview, and once you get the interview, nail the job, Get Ready Productions can help you do that. We teach people how to produce a perfect cover letter, perfect resume, interviewing techniques and skills to nail that job. Also, the market is moving into a new direction, video resumes. A lot of people don't know that, and they might want to investigate it because that's what we do. We teach people how to do a video resume, and we've had tremendous success. I'm also an assistant professor at a local college, and for 14 years I've been helping students get good paying jobs, and it's been a tremendous thrill and a great success.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice combination. I love the video resumes.
Oh, that is
a
awesome.
lot of stuff I do is actually on tape.
You can actually go to my website, inthemessage.com, all one word. It'll give you a history of some of the things that I've been doing for students and for some of the people that graduate and are looking for that extra bit of information that can help them achieve their ultimate goal. That's what we do at Get Ready Productions.
David, it sounds terrific.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad Marianne introduced us
All
here.
right.
All right,
Hope
good.
to talk to you again soon.
Absolutely. But we are here with Kirk. Now, Kirk and I spoke.
Yes, we did.
And Kirk says that he can talk.
I hope so.
This is the moment.
This is the moment, okay. Well, I'm here as Director of Business Services for the Suffolk County Department of Labor. Now, when people come to the Department of Labor, they think of people coming looking for jobs. But businesses need those people.
Yes.
When the businesses need those people, they call me up and they say, Kirk, can you find me someone who can do this or who can do that, who has these qualifications? We match them up in the database and we find those people for businesses, and we do it for free. We also do sponsor job fairs. We also do on-site recruitment. We have a bakery coming tomorrow looking to hire 100 people. They're coming to our center tomorrow, and we've sent out emails to all the people on our data list. If you're looking for a job, come to our center, get on the data list so we can email you. If you're a business looking to hire people, give us a call.
Yeah. Well, now we're taping this September 27th, so the bakery that's hiring tomorrow happened in the past. But
It will happen in the past, but there's always events going on.
Right.
But that's a good example. We had Burlington in last week, hired 75 people. Looking to hire another 100 for the season. So those things are going on. Yeah. So there are jobs out there, but people sometimes aren't connecting. I know this is a business-to-business event, but we've had people coming up to the table who are looking for jobs.
Yeah.
And so we're directing them to the center, and we're going to help them.
Yeah. Well, a lot of folks that do attend this are in transition is now the new, the word of the day, on that one. And, and it's important. But I love the fact that businesses, really speaking to the businesses here, if they're looking for a type of employee. And we just had a job expo. We're going back, or a couple months ago. Let's go. It was May of this year that we did that, and there was a lot of businesses down here looking to hire, and a lot of them were still talking about this communication.
Right.
They need some written communication skills.
That's right.
And it wasn't out there. So
and people don't realize if they come down to the center, depending on their background, they sometimes can get free training. We have people down there to help them write the resumes. They can work on the computers, learn Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Sometimes sent for more advanced training.
Yeah.
There's for businesses who sign up. There's an on-the-job training program where they hire a new employee. Training is paid for the first 6 months up to the tune of $5,000, which makes it a lot less painful for a business to hire someone who may not have the training coming in the door, but that they can train.
Yeah, no, sounds right. All right, I know this is when going to be painful too, but the website. Go ahead. Can you go through the website?
The website,
slowly?
well, if you go to Suffolk County's website and click on the link for the Department of Labor.
That's easy.
Okay. Now, along that website, if you're looking for a job, there's on-site. There's a link for on-site events, and also for job fairs. If you're a business, there's a link for that, which will probably take you to my phone number.
All right, good.
And then
I know you were
and then
very
they're golden.
You were very easy to get a hold of. One
that's
call
right.
and one call you were there.
That's it.
Kirk, thanks so much for sharing the
Great,
story.
thank you very much, Brian.
And then I know that you're involved with our large business outreach with the Brookhaven Business Advisory
That's
Council.
right. If we are working with a business and we feel that they need the services, we can hook them up with the Department of Economic Development and also the Industrial Development Association. We're working very, very closely with them now because it's all part of a package.
Right.
You know, the sort of economic development with money resources, IDA with building and land resources, and the Business Services Unit, Department of Labor, people resources. And you put those three things together and you have successful businesses and people make money in Suffolk County.
That's what it is. It's keeping the businesses healthy. It keeps the rest of us healthy too. Thanks again, Kirk.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Melissa Stockman is in the midst of explaining something. Sir, would you mind? She's talking to Jack over here. Melissa was talking to you about the products and
Her products, yes.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah, she's delightful.
She's got
you have good taste.
Yeah. You know, we talk about delivering that elevator pitch with a lot of passion. I know Melissa spits that out.
No,
you know,
you know
it's great.
what those machines do?
Yeah.
Those little machines make you 20 years younger. You know, she's 76.
There you go.
Look how good she's doing.
See, you did a good
That
job
one.
explaining because Jack can explain what the business does. It's terrific. All right, let me give you a couple of minutes. You want a brief overview?
Yes. Hi. Basically, I've been in RN since '93 and MP since '97. I got into this business because my girlfriend's forehead wrinkles were gone. I hadn't seen her in a few weeks. So I had to have one. I bought two. The more products I try, the more I love. And then my patients started asking me, how come you have energy all the time and you're not tired? So I said, I take this. And then they said, well, how come you're never sick? And I said, well, I take this vitamin. So then my patients wanted the products. Then I started to do the business. I figured I can offer them the best products naturally at wholesale for even their cholesterol and for more synergistic effects for them to lose weight, feel younger, look younger. And then also I like to help other people either become entrepreneurs or increase their business sales for more quality of life because I want to watch more sunsets.
Yes.
Yes,
what it
and
is.
have the time to spend my money.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's
Yes.
great. And you definitely have the
Thank you.
energy to do this.
And
no
one of-
wrinkles.
Yes, thank you. And one of my new distributors actually owns a gluten-free store in Smithtown, Naturally Free Foods.
Okay.
And she's promoting the whole line that's gluten-free for celiac patients.
Great. All right, so is there a website that we can go to
Yes.
learn more? Yes, good.
You can either Facebook me at Melissa Stockman or web www.rejuven8.nsproducts.com.
There you go. That's perfect.
Thank you.
All right, excellent. Melissa, thanks so much, which is good.
My name is Lisa Pomerantz, and I'm a business attorney and dispute resolution professional. I do mediation and arbitration, and I'm also on the board of directors of the New York State Dispute Resolution Association. So my mission in life is to help business people put together business relationships that work, and if they don't work, trying to help the parties achieve a graceful exit.
Yes. Now, we spoke with the Small Business Administration, the SCORE program, and a few other businesses that advise business owners, about the different resources that they need. They need to have the knowledge to do everything. How important is it to have that agreement in place with your partner not for when things are going well, but when things don't go so well, they start going the other way?
Well, actually, I think an agreement with your partner, with your employees, with your vendors is very important. Not only to protect you when things go wrong, but because good agreements are actually blueprints for successful business relationships. And they really force the parties to think through all the issues that they need to address in their business relationships so that they can have a plan for going forward.
Okay. And how can people reach you? What is the website?
My website is www.lisapalm.com, and I publish a monthly newsletter called Making the Connection, so feel free to subscribe.
And I do. I get them all the time, and it's terrific. It's good to see you here.
Nice to see you,
Enjoy.
Brian.
Okay, we'll talk to you a little bit later. Hey, I've seen this man before.
How's it going?
Good, good.
Everyone say where we introduced ourselves.
Yes, we did. Earlier we did introduce it. We're not going to give away the secret over there with the hair gel. Oops. Go ahead. You can give away the secret about your company. What makes your company so successful, so unique?
Oh, we offer engineering, design engineering services, software solutions, manufacturing services. We work as a strategic partner with our customers a lot of times. They'll come to us with an idea and we'll help bring it from concept to production. We'll even help with regulatory, UL, CE, FDA approvals, things like that.
So you're also working business to business?
Yeah. A lot of our customers are local. We work with established companies, and a lot of startups come to us also. Local customers like universities and hospitals. We work with Stony Brook University, Sloan Kettering Cancer Institute. They came to us for, both of those came to us with, patentable technology, patented technologies that we were able to produce into marketable products.
Right. So you must be well aware of the Accelerate program and all these different large institutions that are really trying to work together to develop more and more products.
Yep. Yeah, and we even, like a couple of the startups, somebody came to us with an artery locating device. Some patients have very hard to find veins.
Yeah.
And it becomes a problem. So we helped them develop his patented product, and now it's helping, medical staff and phlebotomists. Another customer came to us with a synthetic version of Surfaxin. And we developed a medical heating device that helps process that for delivery into premature infants. That helps, in their recovery. So it gets you a lot of pride. Actually, with products like that, I'm really the sales pitch, but I'm proud to be a member of the Ultraflex team. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's more than the product. It's what these products do. I was just saying that before too.
Yeah.
When you meet the business owners, it turned out to be a great example of that.
Yeah.
You meet these folks that have their own business. There's generally some reason that they want to do it.
Yeah.
And there's the true passion, real passion. Not I'm excited about selling something in the middle of the night.
We're able to help people. Actually, we're able to physically help people. Yeah. We also do some big other stuff for companies. Like I said, we work for established companies, but it's the startups and even the pharmaceuticals that, you're doing something good.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels good to get paid to do that.
I can see that. We can all see that. That smile comes right across. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Great. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so your name is?
My name is Denise Schwartz.
Denise and?
Ray Schwartz.
Right, and the company is?
Word Pro Group Direct Mail Marketing and Printing.
Okay, and what exactly, it sounds like it's much more than a printing company.
Yes, we help people increase their bottom line through direct mail. A lot of industries prefer this as their choice of advertising. It does work. It is an old method, but it certainly does work. Okay. The beauty is when you get it, you don't need the service right then and there. You put it and you save it. You save it.
As opposed to saving it in a file someplace and wondering what happened to that file.
That's right, and I still think that the printed piece is beautiful.
That's great. You want to add to that?
Oh, I agree. I mean, we did mailings for ourselves, and we got called a year later. People held on to the mailing piece because they didn't need us at the time
but that's
when they received it, but they needed it, in that case, a year later.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice if you sent something in the mail and everybody who got it needed your services right away, but that's not real.
You have to mail more than once.
Right.
You can't mail just once.
No.
It's just like an ad on TV. You need it to run more than once.
Right.
Not everybody's going to see it all the time or remember it.
That's what we'll run this frequently.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be 2 hours in length. We're going to play it and play it.
You can't see it anymore?
Yeah.
Those are all worn out.
Then we'll put it up on the website before it gets old.
Next year and do it again.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Right now, I think we're going to start swinging back that way, and we're going to go visit our friends. We're going to swing down this way, visit our friends over in the food court. All right, we are. What's your name?
Patty.
Patty. We are here with Patty with water.
Pure Cool.
Pure Cool.
Sparkling water beverage.
I knew there was a water in there someplace.
Yes. It's mostly a beverage, sparkling beverage.
Okay.
You pair it with food instead of imported waters, or you can make a cocktail with it. Like a pear ginger you can use instead of tonic water. Save all the calories from tonic water. And then we have fresh mint and lime, Mojo Cool. And fresh mint and lime you can put in rum instead of and make a mojito. So these are no calories, no sugar, no fructose, no artificial sweeteners.
Okay.
And for kids, you can make mint chocolate chip ice cream floats with the Mojo. And
Do you have to have kids in order to make mint chocolate chip?
No. Or you can put like coffee hazelnut ice cream in the pear ginger, makes a nice ice cream float. Or for people who come to your house, you don't drink, you can give them something instead of just boring club soda. They're great for the holidays coming up, for holiday, New Year's party. Serve Pure Cool because you can pair it with the food, make a cocktail. People who don't drink make ice cream floats for kids.
Sounds great, especially the fact that it's no calories, no sugar.
No sugar, no fructose, no artificial sweeteners, no preservatives.
Right, okay.
Right.
And where can be found in local stores? Or?
Local stores out on the East End, like 7-Eleven, Tully Seafood, La Capanina, Pizza and Wainscott, a lot of the farm stands, local farm stands, and also Whole Foods in the city, Whole Foods in Lake Grove, Jericho, and Home Goods. Check your local Home Goods store.
Very good. All right, so you got a wide distribution. That's terrific.
Yes.
All right, another local company doing great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to swing back. We'll try it out a little bit later. Okay, thanks. All right.
I was born ready.
You're born ready. Born ready is always good.
How are you?
I'm good, real good. Getting hungry. So as soon as we finish this up, I'm coming back. So
We got burgers, pulled pork, and wings for you.
That sounds good.
Your name on them.
Just hold a small plate aside. I'm back here.
Gotcha.
Great. So can you, I know you're a local business, obviously. You're in Brookhaven, and
Okay.
great to have you down here supporting the place.
Yeah.
And so your business is located on Route
Route
112.
112 in Coram, right next to the garden department, across from the old Puppy Depot, right as you get to 25. We're in business almost 2 years now. Burger Shack, make fresh burgers, nice fresh wings, shakes, fries, onion rings. Make everything from scratch, and our reviews are great. Things are phenomenal. We love doing business in Brookhaven.
I love the paint job on the building also.
Yeah.
You're really making the area look good.
Yeah, thank you. That's our logo here. We made it ourselves. My manager's wife actually made it. It took about 10 minutes, and we're very grassroots, and we're hands-on with everything, and we really enjoy pleasing the people, and I really like what's going on in Brookhaven, so I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, you bring that up. I had an opportunity to interview the supervisor at the time, Mark Lesko, and we were talking about the Blight to Life program. There's the old movie theater that's right by you.
Yeah. Excellent. I was at a hearing last week about it, and they're going to renovate it, put 200 affordable condos in there, 7,000 square feet of retail, a public park, a public green, a town center. It should change that whole area and make it somewhere we can be proud of, and where families can go and gather and sort of get that hometown feel again.
And it's not too bad for business either.
Oh, did I mention? No. It's 200
I'll
yards.
mention that. This way it's not
200
terribly
yards from my
self-serving.
store, so I've been on my knees praying every time I drive by that eyesore, and we're too good for that.
Oh, it'd be great to turn it something that what it looks like right now into a resource too. So it works in that respect.
People from Patchogue that renovated Patchogue Village are involved, and we've heard nothing but great things about what it's done for Patchogue, so hopefully it's the same formula here in Coram.
Yeah. No, I was down in Patchogue the other day. It was also really, really
Yeah,
nice.
It's hopping.
Okay, now remember the agreement. I'm coming back for a plate.
Absolutely.
All right, good.
Glad to
Okay,
meet you.
we'll
Thanks,
talk to you
Brian.
later.
Yep.
Gonna dance with the microphone.
Oh boy.
All right, you got the best food.
All right.
This is gonna be the
thank
best
you.
sales pitch from a
Well,
restaurant.
enjoy. We're actually we're a catering butcher. We started as a butcher and we turned into a caterer. We were getting tired of making freezer wrapping all of our meat, so I created a lot of foods and became a caterer out of it.
Right.
So, and that be us. I have delicious holiday items, lunch, catering, I have delicious steam table, fresh soups and sauces that we make homemade every day. And it's a family-run business. I've been doing it for over 25 years. I love food, and I'll always do it.
There you go. That's perfect. You know, and it's so true. With so many of the business that we met, it's the same kind of thing. You find this need, you find this passion, you go and you do, and that's what makes it successful. And that's what makes it the best tasting food.
Thank you.
As our impromptu survey says. And I would assume you would agree with that.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Dave. Costco is a membership club, a wholesale club. You come and join. $55 for the base membership, $110 for the executive membership. You get 2% back on $110. That's a rebate check, just like that and everything. Apply for the American Express, you get another check. So you wind up getting 2 checks. It winds up being a free membership. So it's really decent. We have a really good return policy, and we're here to promote the businesses. So just help out the businesses, the chambers, and all that.
We're now going to speak to our friends over at JoJo's Bagels. Sir.
How you doing?
Good, doing great.
Good.
I see that the table's been very popular.
We're done. Our food's all wiped out. I'd love to show you. Gerard, JoJo Bagels. We make the bagels from scratch, our own recipe. Very popular large bagel heroes, either as cold cuts or as a hot out of the oven with eggs on it. Big for breakfast meetings, stuff like that. Do a lot of stuff with the local chambers, the local community, the local school district. Owned and operated locally. Kids go to school locally. Employees are all local. Everything's made from scratch. We do catering for all occasions. Come in whether it's just for bagels or you have some sort of breakfast catering, hot or cold, any size, 10 to 1,000, no problem.
And where are you located?
We're in the Walmart Shopping Center in Center Reach of Middle Country Road.
Very good.
Open 7 days a week, 5 a.m.
Gary, how are you tonight?
Hi, very good.
Good. We met the team outside. I got a chance to talk with your son, right?
Right.
Yeah, good. He was talking about the disposable cups, which are really good. And you can taste the coffee. You can tell me if there's any difference. All right. And
It's going to take me 10 minutes to fix it up.
That's all right. We got 2 minutes to kill right now. So what we were talking about is a traditional cup is in a plastic container. Now this one's not. This is in a biodegradable pouch, if I could say it that way.
It's actually a corn husk filter is how it's made. Right. So this is the more traditional one. It's a plastic cup. And then these are the ones that are made in the biodegradable. They both fit the Keurig machine. And the coffee, I would say, at least 9 out of 10 people rave about how good it is.
Okay.
And it's been going very, very well. And the fact that it's eco-friendly has become the biggest part of it. So,
I love that.
Yeah, right. And it comes in all flavors. We have breakfast blend, donut shop. There's 5 organic flavors that it comes in as well. So I think it's going to make a big push.
It sounds great.
And I'll tell you, the people here have been great and very responsive, and our customers on Long Island are enjoying it very much.
Good.
So,
And whose idea was this your idea to go with the biodegradable?
actually, we're always looking for ways to. We sell Green Mountain K-Cups. It's a great product, but a lot of people say they're looking for something more eco-friendly. So, always in the industry, we're seeing who's coming out with new things, and we have a coffee roaster in California that we hooked up with. And they gave us the exclusive rights across Long Island to carry the product. So it's terrific.
And the website?
And the website is Colonial Coffee Company, all spelt out, .com.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I started calling it something different back there. So let's be clear. I want to be clear. Colonial Coffee Company.
Correct.
Good. .com.
Yes.
Not .correct. .com. All right, Gary. Thanks so much.
very
And we'll
much.
catch up to you in a bit. What brought you to the Business Advisory Council?
I was actually invited by Renee Brill
terrific.
earlier in the year. She asked me if I would be interested in taking a look at the council. I think I visited first in February and March, and during the summer they voted me on the council. So
that's what happens when you show up.
That's what happens when you show up. Half of what's that? 90% of living is when you show up, or just showing up.
Hey.
Whatever the saying is.
You were there. You were friendly. You gave an idea.
We had a great group of people. You know that.
I know.
And
it's a self-serving question.
It's I'm a newbie, so I'm still feeling things out, but it's been good.
Hey, what we're doing is we're doing what most other groups are doing. We're just sharing the resources with everybody. The big thing behind those TV shows was really to let the public know that there were resources for free within Brookhaven,
Correct.
flat out within Brookhaven, that you could be calling. You
Correct.
call the numbers 451-6563,
There
as
you
we
go.
know.
Absolutely.
Yes, which I've given out 1,000,001 times over the last week or so. And then you call, you ask, and then you direct it to the SCORE program, the Small Business Development Corporation, and a host of other different places.
Yeah, they're a tremendous resource here, and I didn't know a lot about it when Rini first talked to me about it, and if I didn't know about it, there are probably a lot of people out there that don't know about it.
That's true.
But
let's talk about your business.
Great organization.
It is. Oh, you can say that.
And
great organization.
talking about my business, a great organization.
There you go. It's a segue.
Okay.
So
perfect segue.
What is the business?
I am a franchise owner for a company called Safeguard Business Systems. We are in the commercial printing, promotional products, and apparel business. And what we do is we provide products to help our customers market and manage their businesses. Our customer base is essentially small to mid-sized businesses. About 90% of our accounts are here in Nassau and Suffolk.
Great. So visiting your clients is very important, finding out what's really driving them and what product really best represents them.
Correct. It's very easy to go on the internet and buy a pen, as a giveaway, but is that really servicing the customer and satisfying their clientele? It may be another item as a leave behind or a promotional item that would work best. So we kind of take a consultative approach to the business, where we sit down, we try and learn a little bit about what they're attempting to do, who their target audience is. Obviously, budgets are involved and so forth, but we get into all of that, and we try and design items and programs around that.
Yeah. Well, what I find too is that if you're marketing to, if your client, not your client, but that business's client is somebody who sits at a desk all the time, having something that remains on the desk is so important, because now you got that name, that brand right there all the time.
Correct. It's, you want whatever you're going to, if a customer's going to give something away or leave something with a customer as a promotional item, you want whoever they gave it to keep it.
Right.
You don't want it, as soon as they leave, you don't want it tossed behind them or in the garbage or in a box behind their desk. You want it either on their desk, on their person, and so it's very easy to buy a cheap item that's a giveaway, but a lot of times those cheap giveaways are throwaways. So that's where the trick comes in, is trying to work with the customer to find an item or items that best suit their needs and that people will keep.
Right. And the cheap giveaway becomes a cheap or an expensive throwaway.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it doesn't serve its purpose, then you've done essentially nothing but spend money.
Absolutely. So what would be the website that they could go to find out more about?
www.gosafeguard.com.
Perfect. Ken, terrific. Thank
Enjoyed
you.
it.
We'll
All
see you
right.
later on tonight, and certainly at the next meeting. Our next guest this evening is none other than Jim. Jim has got a financially based company that does beautiful things.
I don't know about beautiful things.
All right.
But no, we're a finance company that supplies cash flow solutions.
That's a beautiful thing.
Right, to small to medium-sized companies.
Okay.
We do it on a national basis. This is our first shot here in Brookhaven.
Good, welcome.
We have mostly done most of our business in the Midwest and in the South.
Wow.
So we're going to give this a shot here on Long Island.
I was expecting you to say you do most of your business in Nassau. That's our first time out in Suffolk and Brookhaven.
No.
How do you go from the Midwest to here?
Yes. We have 5 sales offices.
Okay.
Boston, South Dakota, Texas, Hershey, Pennsylvania, and in Florida. And I'm the executive vice president of the company. Our office is here on Long Island, but we've never marketed to Long Island. But now with the banks not lending as much as maybe some of the small businesses would like to,
right,
we've decided to give it a shot. So rather than hiring somebody, I'm out here testing the waters myself.
Good for you.
And if things work out, we'll be hiring somebody here on Long Island.
But that also helps too. When the executives of the company,
rather than relying on someone else to figure out what's going on,
right,
that you get out and do it.
But also from the aspect of the different training programs going forward. All right.
Okay,
so now
very
you
good.
know the product.
Mm-hmm.
You're going out there. You're learning the other side of it. They're knocking on doors. It
validates what maybe some salespeople find difficult out in the field. So I'm doing it and showing them that can be done as well.
Oh, I can't wait to speak to you in a couple of months.
I'll be here.
Terrific. Same here.
Nice speaking with you.
Pleasure, you too.
You take care of yourself.
Absolutely. All right. We're good to go. So the tip. LaTip is a rather specialized form of networking.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and can you explain the structure of that?
Well, it's broken up into different chapters. It's an international organization. On Long Island, we have 28 different chapters. Our chapter meets in Bohemia. Each chapter basically runs their own program set by corporate. And it is a group network. Only one category is allowed in the group. So I'm in as the insurance representative for property casualty. Nobody else can come into that chapter. They'd have to find another chapter to go to. So we have exclusivity. And basically what we do is work to get hot leads for our fellow members.
Yeah. Now, obviously, if you're in a one per industry group and everybody's really trying to help each other out, everybody becomes a real business partner with everyone. So it's important for everybody to know the other person's business. There's a question in here someplace. Just hang with me.
I can answer it for you ahead of time.
There you go. Well, the question,
Okay.
of course, is how do you suggest other people get to know each other's business?
Right. LaTip has a framework for that. On a given 3-week period, depending on how many members you have, how often it happens during the year, we do what we call greet, speak, or showboat. If you're the greeter, you're greeting all the guests and members as they come in, so they're all getting to see you then. If you're the speaker, you on that given week, you have time set aside for you to speak to the members and tell them about your business, what you do, what's a good tip for you, how they can tip you. And then our showboating week would be the following week for the person who spoke, where you're able to put up your display of what your business is about, what you've done. If it's our contractors, they'll have pictures before and afters, things like that. Some of the vendors we just had last week, one of our marketing promotions person laid out an unbelievable display of probably 150 different items that she sells, which is only a little touch of what she does.
I know so many.
Right.
99,000 products.
Right, but there were so many different things there. That's how people got to know what she does. She's a fairly new member.
Right.
So that's kind of how LaTip helps the members know what you do. And then during the meeting, we have a time where we go around where we are presenting our tips. Each person gets up, they have what we call a 30-second commercial, where you get up and you have 30 seconds basically talk about your business, what's a good tip for you.
Great. And then
that's what they
participating
do.
in events like this, being
Yeah,
proactive as a group,
this is something
which
that
great.
we've decided to do our chapter. It's not something everybody does, but we think it's a good way for us to get out and reach the business people and tell them, that we're here, and it is a good way to promote business.
Is there a website that people can go to
Yes.
to find out?
www.latipbohemia.org. We'll bring them to our website, and has all our contact information, and has our membership and everything on there.
Hey, next time we do a conversation like this, I'll ask half a question. You're going to go right to the answer.
There you go, Brian.
Thanks, Gary.
Okay,
Appreciate
thank you.
it. Thank you.
Exactly. So we're architects and engineers.
Right. Good.
And we are based in New York City.
Good.
And recently, with the help of the Hamptons virtual office, we opened an office in Southampton, and now we're coming to Brookhaven.
That's terrific. So you got Brookhaven covered.
Exactly.
I didn't hear anything about Brookhaven in there other than I drive through it. But yeah, the virtual office company sounds really terrific.
Exactly. I think it's a terrific solution for expanding your market and opening a branch office without having the full expenses of an office. And for us as architects and engineers, we have our guys can travel. It's easy to come from the city.
Right. But as an architect, wouldn't you like people to have their own offices? This way you can build them?
Well, they can work.
Not your own people. I'm talking to everybody else.
No. There's plenty out there to build.
Yeah. So what kind of building? Homes?
Well, we do homes, commercial, and in Brookhaven we are doing solar farms.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So there's this big LIPA has great programs for the development of clean energy.
Yeah.
So we're developing those with property owners here in Brookhaven.
Yeah, I saw they did a big job with the solar panels over at the Hop Hog Dennison building.
Yes, exactly.
Which is great.
And it's a lot more coming. And
it's a lot of rooftops out there that could use a solar panel.
A lot of property also.
Yeah.
That could be covered.
Website?
We have our website is aecengineeringdesign.com, like Alpha Echo Charlie, because we also have a little division for airports, where we provide services to airports.
Oh, for airports?
Yeah, to small airports, what we call Class D, Delta, Echo, and Gulf airports, which are like small private airports like Matatuck, East Hampton. airports that basically don't have a control tower.
Right, and there's actually quite a few on Long Island.
There are quite a few.
I got a friend of mine that's a pilot. Otherwise,
Exactly.
Otherwise, I never would have known
And
this.
pilots are good guys.
Yeah, they know, and they know where all the airports are, just in case they need to land
That's
someplace.
right. Exactly.
Not that ever happens, but
That's
they
right.
need to land
So
someplace.
that's what we have here. There's nothing like an airport to bring you down back to earth.
Terrific tagline. Absolute
great.
pleasure. So we are now here with Sheila from Bethpage. Bethpage has been such a part of so many things.
Yes, we have.
So much a part of the community, which is terrific. I was just at an event actually last week, earlier this week even, and we were talking about that.
Yep.
And the bank just wanted to talk about that.
We do. We like to be out in the community. That's what we are. We're a credit union. We're here for our members. Our members own us.
Right.
So we'll look to support whatever we can.
I heard
And,
the checking account wasn't too bad either.
A free checking account. $5 savings account is membership, and you get a free checking account and the business as well. Who can beat that?
Nobody.
Nobody can.
Nobody
Our
other
interest
than
rates are
Texas.
fabulous.
Yeah. But and why is that? Where does that come from? Being so much a part of the community.
Because that's who we are. We're a not-for-profit. We give back to our members. We give back to the community. That's who we are. We have a new, not new, but we have an initiative called Heart of Bethpage, where we highlight one charity. I believe it's a quarter. On our website, and we just give back. That's who we are.
We need to be in touch because I know a whole load of charities.
Yes.
And actually, JC's Kids was one of them.
Yes.
I think you just recently did
We may
something
have. Yes,
with them.
that sounds familiar.
Right. Yeah. She's got a heart-wrenching story to get to the point where it's a
Yeah.
beautiful story.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So many of them have that.
Yeah, it does. It does. But we try and give back. That's who we are.
Yeah. That's a great thing.
Yeah,
It's
it is a
absolutely
good
great.
thing.
And a good checking account.
And it's a good checking account. You're right.
It's a combination you can't beat.
And good loan rates.
And good loans. Anything else?
And
a nice
mortgage
logo.
rates and good stuff.
Yeah, and a
Good
friend of mine
chip
helped out with developing that logo too. So it's a load of connections.
It is.
Sheila,
Brian,
terrific. I know we'll see you. All right, here we go. Frank Lowe, rubber and gasket. You do rubber and gaskets.
We
Rubber
are a
gaskets.
manufacturer of custom fabricated rubber gaskets. Sponge rubber, solid rubber, cork gaskets, felt, anything that you're looking for.
That sounds perfect. Now, last time though, you were here for the Job Expo. You were looking for employees. And now this time you're here from a networking standpoint.
Yes, fortunately we did find a few employees that we were able to hire from the Job Expo, which was wonderful here at Brookhaven. And we're happy to say that we came back, and I think we have found a couple of new customers as well.
Good, that's
so
very
it's
good.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's interesting. A couple of the companies that are here are business-to-business companies, where so many of the events that we normally would go to from a networking standpoint,
This has been wonderful for both. We
Yeah.
actually, two of the companies that are exhibiting today are very interested in working with us in the future. So it's wonderful. We didn't know they existed, and they didn't know we existed, and here we are meeting.
That's great.
And it's a perfect fit.
And it's a nice lesson too for everybody. When you go to these events, if you're sponsoring a table, you also need to get away from the table and go visit the other people.
Absolutely, and the time beforehand is wonderful because you can have face-to-face, one-on-one, and really talk about what you're looking for.
Which is good.
Absolutely.
We're going to go meet the rest of the vendors.
Fantastic.
Absolute
Thank you very
pleasure
much.
seeing you.
Same here.
And it was nice seeing you there. He did a great. I don't know who did a better job. We're going to vote. Can we do that? We're going to vote. Who did a better job? You got to watch the Job Expo tape now. We'll see you in a bit. Maria, good to
How
see you.
are you?
Good. We had people asking about you before.
You did?
You did, yes.
Did you tell them good things?
I did.
I hope so, Brian.
They're only good
I'm
things.
depending on you.
Of course. That's what I do. I go
How are
around,
you
I tell
doing
stories.
tonight?
I tell good things. Great. We met a load of good companies.
Absolutely.
And they all had nice things to say about you.
Oh, that's a great thing.
It is. Maybe they, those that asked about you absolutely did. It was terrific. Now, we were just talking to Frank Lowe. With the
Yes,
Rubber
I
Gas. You were a big part of the Job Expo that was
Yes.
here, and it turned out to be a success for them.
It was a very big success, over 60 companies and over 500 participants.
Yeah, which is great.
So it was tremendous, and our boot camp participants, 5% of them actually got jobs through the job fair.
That's terrific.
Yep.
That's terrific. And we will, I don't know how we can match that here. From the numbers standpoint, we'll find out, but how many people did business, not as
We'll have to
trackable.
call and ask them.
Yeah, well, you know what? When we do the 9th Expo, if there's more
Absolutely.
people than 9th on
That is correct. Then we know we did it right.
Right, that answers it. So your business, why don't we spend a moment or two here?
Sure, absolutely. I am the president and founder of Executive Consultants of New York. We're a corporate headhunting and career consulting firm. We were actually doing the boot camp here at the town of Brookhaven. We're contracted to do iSlip, which we're doing right now. We have an opportunity to do one in Port Washington starting in 2 weeks, so we're very excited.
That's great. You're busy.
It's fantastic,
Busy's
absolutely.
good.
Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of unemployed people.
Yeah.
But we're here to help.
There we go. So
Yes.
after they get through the unemployed, there'll be the trade-up people.
Absolutely.
All right, terrific. Thanks so much for
Thank
sharing
you.
that.
Thank you, Brian.
The Small Business Administration is another one of those resources that you got to go out there and visit. We're going to save money on health insurance. Oh, okay. How do we do that? All I know is that every time I see anything that's got to do with insurance, health insurance, it keeps going up.
Well, and the insurance does go up.
Yes.
But there are ways to minimize the price increases, and we have. Should I hold that?
I got it.
Okay. And we have ways to do that. So we help small businesses really minimize their rate increases, and we design packages that will work for them. As a matter of fact, I'm part of the Governor Cuomo's Healthcare Exchange Advisory Committee, and we're working to make insurance affordable and accessible to all New Yorkers. And hopefully, when we come out with our packages for the exchange in 2014, we'll really be able to help a lot of the uninsured.
And what is the name of the company?
It's 360 Insurance Services, and we help businesses on Long Island with their employee benefit packages.
Right. And so the package is custom designed. Obviously, it would be custom designed for whatever the business is. How important is it, for the employees to remain healthy, like a healthy pool of employees? Or is there anything the business could do to?
Well, preventative care is now covered with the Affordable Care Act, so it's important for people to get their preventative care, and it's most of the insurance companies today have wellness programs to encourage people to go to the gym. So the healthier you are, obviously, the better off it is for both you personally and for stretching the healthcare dollar.
Right. Yeah, and of course, if the employees are healthy, they're at work more, they're doing more, everybody's feeling better.
Exactly.
So it may not lower the health insurance cost, but it does keep the employee more productive.
Exactly.
And happier. And it also helps the employee become a happier person
That's
because they're doing more.
Right, exactly.
Forget about the work side of it, just the real life side of it.
Exactly.
That's terrific. So it's 360 Insurance, 360. So on the website, it's www.360insurance?
Yeah, it's 360-insurance.com.
Excellent. Okay, terrific. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Ready? ECES, which is free. Something's free. What's free? Who's free? Words of wisdom are going to be free.
Free education for the homeowners so they can make a good decision on what kind of renewable energy they can put in their house if it's applicable for them.
Okay. Now, free education, one of the things you'd be looking at is the bills that they normally have?
No. The homeowner would come in, sit down. We would put a group, probably about 15, 20 people.
Okay.
And try to give them something in less than 2 hours, an idea of the different types of renewable energy. And also different inside that class, different types inside the class of that of an engine.
Right.
So when a salesman should come to their house, they can make an educated decision that what's best for them, not what's best for the salesman, but what's good for their house.
That's very important. What's good for the homeowner. Right. It's much easier to get referrals when you're doing it that way.
The industry has already had too many black eyes.
Yeah.
So if you educate the homeowner, they'll get a proper installation. The more installations that go in properly, the better for everybody.
Right. And the different types of alternative energy. So it's beyond solar?
Oh, well, solar thermal, solar photovoltaic, geothermal. This is the most common. That's practical for our area.
Right. Even the geothermal?
Well, geothermal, yes, but also we're showcasing a new technology, which is old technology beefed up. So it's something that doesn't work. It's a proven method, but it doesn't affect the environment. It doesn't use groundwater. There's no chemicals involved. It's regular tap water in a column that sits 20 feet under the ground.
This also sounds like something I'd need to see a picture of. I assume if I go to your website, we can get more information, and the website would be?
Well, for this one we have a separate website for the geo. Is it on our website?
So the website for the geothermal is?
Well, you want www.geoli.com.
Okay, and the website for your company is?
Is www.empirecleanenergy.com.
There you go. Okay, terrific. Right. Thank you very much.
All right.
There you.
Thank you. On the column, that's the geo column. This is a hybrid technology that's patented, and it was partially funded, the research and development, by LIPA. So it's launched here on Long Island for Long Islanders. Then it's going to go countrywide, and then out of the country as well.
Sounds great.
Yes. And here's a graphic of what that is. It's just like Terry had said, a vessel that goes into the ground that's waterproof. It's about 2 foot in diameter, 20 feet tall. So you only need a borehole that's about 23 feet in our area, so the top is below the frost line, 3 feet below the frost line. You fill it up with tap water, and you drop in your refrigerant heat exchanger into it.
Okay.
So it's an off-the-shelf type of geothermal system, which makes it much less expensive than conventionally engineered systems.
Okay, I think going to the website for everybody, go take a look at that would make sense. And your idea of doing a seminar, an education group,
Well, we have
we worked, so we'll look to do that. So they can go back to the website so we can get that information.
Yep.
That's terrific. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay,
really
thanks.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you for the explanation. We were just talking to the folks over there about solar energy, alternative energy, and the different programs that are out there. The different programs and sponsorships and tax credits that are offered by LIPA, National Grid.
National Grid, sure.
Okay.
We have a variety of programs that help commercial customers as well as residential save on their energy usage. Programs for their boilers, for various controls, insulation in the buildings, anything that helps save energy on the electric side of the business as well as the gas side.
Obviously, we're speaking to the folks over at LIPA and National Grid. Your name is, sir?
Ray Homburger.
There you go. Ray Homburger and?
George Coburn.
George, pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so the companies are now one and the same.
No, they're not.
Almost.
Well, for the time
Oh,
being.
I forget that
For
one.
the
All
time
right.
being.
There we go. We're back to compliance.
Right.
I was doing pretty well. I've avoided
Yeah,
it the whole
right
way.
up to that
point, you were
there
right
you
on
go.
target.
Foot and mouth. All right, forget that. Now you know we really don't edit.
Right.
Go ahead.
Another program that we have is our National Grid Cinderella program. It's a community revitalization program. The National Grid provides grants to help revitalize a building, to an area, to a neighborhood. Really try to get an abandoned building or a building that needs to be renovated back on the tax roll, so it helps out the community. It helps also if they're converting to natural gas, but it's not a requirement.
Right. Sort of like the light program that
Exactly.
that's
Very,
huge.
yes, very along similar lines.
Right. And even, we were talking to the Long Island builders before.
Right.
I'm sure they're getting involved with a lot of, even in new construction, you want to be involved in that.
Absolutely. It could be a newly constructed building as well. It's really, again, if it's a project that provides community service to the surrounding community, there's a chance that there may be some grants available through National Grid.
So you're really trying to break this perception here that all LIPA does is you just send them a check all the time. You're doing a little bit more than that, aren't you?
They're doing a lot, and it actually helps build jobs in the community. It helps put a variety of businesses to work, whether it's plumbers, electricians, construction trades. It all goes hand in hand.
They were just telling us earlier how our programs help generate jobs and keeps their business thriving.
They do. Anytime we update anything, somebody's got to replace sheetrock someplace. Somebody's got to redesign something somewhere along the line, just on the superficial side of it. And many of us don't know what's really going on behind the walls, behind the scenes.
And that
you guys
creates
know.
more work for the construction trades. So.
You know what's
Every
going on behind the
know.
curtain, don't you? You're like the Wizard of Oz. You know what's
a
going on
lot like
back
the
there.
Wizard. No ruby slippers, though. No
Oh,
ruby
okay.
slippers.
Hopefully that made up for that compliance
It
thing.
did, it did.
All right,
Back in
is that good?
compliance.
Woo, we're good.
Good job,
All
good
right,
job.
terrific. Thanks so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thanks for supporting us tonight.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We have our AFLAC expert tonight. AFLAC
I like
expert.
to hold the duck while
You're the
I
expert,
talk.
not the duck.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so AFLAC is a great solution for today's economy with the local businesses and the healthcare issues. AFLAC can be offered to a business at no cost, and it'll actually help them save on their payroll taxes. So why not do it in today's market where everything's all, where are we going with the cost of the deductibles and co-pays and things like that? And unlike major medical, AFLAC will pay you, the policyholder, directly, so you can use the cash for whatever you want. So if you need it for a copay, if you need it for a deductible, if you need it for your cable bill, it doesn't matter. We pay cash directly to you.
And we're talking about saving money. The money's coming out as pre-tax dollars.
Correct, yes.
So that's a deduction on the payroll tax.
Right, which then
We
helps
don't let
reduce
the
your
town hear
FICA.
about that. Yeah, right.
The town has AFLAC.
Yeah. So it's a savings to the business. So
Correct.
it really makes sense for
Yes.
the business.
Cost them
business.
absolutely nothing, and they will save on anything associated with their payroll taxes.
Right. And it's a service to the employees.
Yeah,
It's a win
absolutely.
there too.
It gives them the warm and fuzzy because they go to the doctor and they get paid.
There you go. It's the warm and fuzzy. We have a new tagline tonight. AFLAC, the warm and fuzzy. They don't just stop the boat from sinking, right?
No. If you're sick or hurt, we pay you cash in within 4 days.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
Yeah.
That's only, and you do it with a smile.
Yes.
Each and every time. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Great. There you go, AFLAC. And the website is AFLAC.
Yes, AFLAC.com, #Lauren Coffee.
Hey, you're fine with me. There you go, AFLAC.com. Lauren, Add Apparel is here. Add Apparel does so much, don't you? You are, I know, it's great. It's really good. You got a couple of seconds here to talk about the company?
Oh, certainly.
Good. What do you want to say?
Look,
You want to say what makes you special? You want to give a
website? What makes us special is that we've been in business for over 28 years. We specialize in made in USA products.
Good.
We do everything in-house, screen printing, embroidery, and we're local. Located in Patchogue, have a showroom. And if anyone would like to stop down, any questions, and review our website, we're just a click away.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
There you go. It's that easy. Add Apparel. It's
That's
just
it.
that easy.
Adapparel.com.
There you go. Addapparel.com. We should throw in the website too. It's perfect.
We also have another website, MadeUSAProducts.com.
Okay.
.co rather.
Made in.
No, it's USAMadeProducts.co.
This is why we talk with partnerships, don't we? There you go.
All right.
Thanks so
Nice-
much.
nice meeting you
Appreciate
guys.
it. Excellent. All right. Before it's too late. You know, we were talking to the fire gentleman before.
Right.
Also the same kind of thing. They want to get the message out before it's too late. Because
Before
after
it's
the
too
fact,
late.
it's
After the fact,
it's a
it's a
lesson.
problem in your basement, your bathroom, or some other circumstance
Yeah.
where you're losing precious, valuable livelihoods, things, whatever it may be.
Whatever, yeah. Plus the cost of cleanup besides
Right,
everything. And it's
right. We've calculated, I think, through some research we did, it's about $1 billion industry when it comes to cleanup costs for insurance companies and individual homeowners.
That's a big number.
Yeah, it's a large segment, and we're trying to get out. We're on Long Island, based in Ronkonkoma.
Right.
Product is manufactured here. It's a septic cesspool sewer alarm system. It integrates into your existing mainline cesspool, ties into your trap. Before you have a pending backup, it sends a signal to our command center, and it trips off an annunciator with a large alarm sound off that actually triggers the homeowner to say you're about to have a pending backup. Call your cesspool company.
Right.
And on Long Island, where we have high water table issues and also an aging housing population.
Yes, we do.
Right. What we need to do is get the word out to the folks. Everybody needs one of these.
That's a nice way of saying our pipes are getting a little old.
Really, a
isn't
little
it?
old, right? And there's
Yeah.
some great issue here on Long Island,
Right.
especially in certain areas.
So can you go in and test the pipes?
It's not
Also,
it's not a
you
testing
really-
pipe. It's purely a security system that highlights if you have an issue before you have an issue.
Right. Okay, great.
All right.
And the website is?
Detectedonline.com.
Okay.
It's online. You can buy the product. It ranges between a little bit over $200 to about $400 for purchase of either a fully wired system
Okay.
or a wireless system.
So we're not talking much money for
Not
peace of
much
mind.
money, plus the installation cost that will do that for you, or if you have a licensed plumber that you choose to use, you can take care of that.
Right.
The last thing about it is we have a wholesale program that if plumbers are looking to get involved with this program, they can buy at a wholesale rate, and you can also buy it at Blackman, who represents the product as well.
Great.
All right.
Oh, so good. We'll see you back at the jobs fair also.
Absolutely.
So we're not just talking consumer, we're talking business, we're
Right.
talking opportunities,
Right. Absolutely.
talking safety and peace of mind.
Hi there, folks. Joanne Dobrowolski, President, YPI Consultants, Personal and Corporate Image Consulting. The message that you send and your organization is sending should all match. Understand the power that you have and that you possess in your presentation. Understand you are the best business card that you have. YPI Consultants helps you develop not only your team and your personal presentation, but your website, your material, your logo, and your complete image inside and outside of your organization. Also, new product line that YPI has is a J. Hilburn brand. Fine clothing, custom clothing for your man. You can find out more information about YPI Consultants and a J. Hilburn brand at ypiconsultantswithan.com, or you can call 631-320-0217.
Or you can hear us on the radio.
How
Good
are you?
to see you too. Hey, Gina. You
Hello.
want to explain the company?
Sure. My name is Dina Isola. I'm with ATI Investment Consulting. We're a registered investment advisory firm. Our mission is to educate clients about investing, also to keep their fees low because we only work for our clients. We do not have any conflict of interests because we are fiduciary. And we also have Real Smartica, and Real Smartica is a
Real Smartica pants?
we have my son's Real Smartica pants. It's Joseph. Real Smartica is an investment educational business. We do programs at schools and organizations about educating children about money, about investing, about becoming entrepreneurs, and we also help out people with retirement and Social Security.
How important important is it to start with the kids, to get them to understand what a credit card is, money markets, etc.?
Huge, because no matter what our children become as adults, they're all going to have to handle money. And what better time to get them into good habits than when they're young?
Great. Oh, it's great. Love what you're doing.
Yeah,
Absolutely love what you're doing. You
Have a
too?
good one.
Okay. Oh, it's another repeat offender. Hey, how are you?
Scott Schneider, nice to see you.
God, it's always a pleasure. You were here at last year's event?
Absolutely.
Good. And you want to just re-explain the company?
Yeah, we have two firms. One of them is Applied Computer Technologies, which is an IT solutions firm focusing in technology of all sorts for small and medium businesses. And another, which is our sister company, Schneider Engineering, which does civil engineering and accident reconstruction work.
You know, it seems to be, after the Job Expo, we kind of took a look back at some of the skill sets that people are looking for, and that was a big surprise. Tonight, I think the big surprise to me was how many businesses are here that are looking to work with other businesses on the larger scale, too. And you seem to be one of them also, where you're really looking to work with the larger businesses.
We're looking to work with anybody. It's got to be the right fit. You know, we team up with companies that are smaller than ours and larger than ours, and we, you know, if the synergy is there and the fit is there, we like to work with anybody who, you know, agrees with, you know, how things should be done in a you know, an economical sense.
Yeah, it's the attitude also, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, we talk about from a networking standpoint, it's finding the people with that right attitude that really understand what networking is all about. But same thing with businesses, whether it's a business partner that you're technically working with or a business associate, somebody else that's helping promote both businesses.
100%. We've teamed up with people to generate business. We've teamed up with people to offer more services to our client base, and we've worked with larger companies than we ever thought we'd work with, as well as smaller companies than we never thought we'd work with. So it's been running the full gamut, and hopefully it continues to grow day by day.
Great. And how can people find you? On the website?
We don't have a website.
Excellent.
Of course we have a website. We're a tech company.
I have a Dixie cup.
It's applied-li.com or for Applied Computer Technologies and SchneiderEngineering.com. Thank you very much for having us. It's another great event you guys have put on 8 straight years, and I'll see you next year.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Scott.
Pleasure is
appreciate
mine.
that.
Have a nice day.
We are here, right here, Brookhaven Town Hall, with another Business Advisory Council member, I should say the spouse of a Business Advisory Council member. You have a website that I contribute to, so it would be self-serving for me to say that it's a great website, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's a great website. Tell us all about the website. Where do you expect to go with this?
Okay, well, after working in healthcare for 26 years and seeing the sick and sad, I decided to be a little proactive, so I put together the timetoplay.com website. It is a website for resources, and like Brian said, he is on the website. So the time to play philosophy is you have to be happy, healthy, have money, and a work-life balance to have quality of life. And why is Brian on is because he is an expert speaker, and it is actually, if you Google it, I'm not kidding, if you Google public speaking, you will see people would rather die than speak in public. So Brian is on there to help us succeed in business, because people who do speak in public do make more money, do get further in their careers. And Brian is there to help us as a resource to help us have quality of life and to enjoy life.
Although I do appreciate that. There's, 50 other experts that are out there?
Like 56 people under each of the different categories, and we have so much to offer, including we finally got the affiliate directory up. So if you go on Time to Play and you just click on affiliate, it's $8 a month for a business. It's a people helping people project. Help us cut through the clutter. So for an example, I Googled plumber, and not kidding, do it. You get like 66 million hits. So what I decided to do, I can't find it, is create a little card that will bring you to your own page. So go on affiliates, look up frequently asked questions, and it will give you all the information for that so that you can go people helping people. It's reciprocal promotions. So when they go to look for you at your page, and a little QR code brings you right to your page, hopefully they'll find another business. So we can get through, instead of being Charlie's Plumbing, let's say, and one of 66 million, here we can kind of help each other get found through the internet clutter.
Right. Plus all the goal-setting people that are out there, the health people that are in there.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
it's really wonderful.
Yes.
And I know you can go on and on forever
For
on this
10
thing.
years for
I
this
know.
project,
And
so-
I've been there a couple of times, and it's
You
great
have,
to
you
do.
have.
Absolutely
Thank you.
terrific. So it's timetoplay.com. Go there.
Timetoplay.com.
It's a resource. It's available for everybody.
Resources for a better life. It's time to enjoy our life.
It's perfect. And clothes and everything.
Oh, yes. Oh, we have this whole, if anybody's interested in a new revenue stream opportunity too, we have this Come Naked. We have these parties we're going to be starting.
This is Brookhaven Town Hall.
I know. It's meaning for makeup, not naked, but Michael Waterman is our beauty expert, and so we started the Be Extraordinary makeup line. And it's going to be a revenue stream for people because I don't know if everybody knows, but 47% of our population is under poverty level.
Yes.
So this is another attempt for us to help people enjoy life, and I'm hoping to make the difference. Brian and I, we're working to help 1 million.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
It's great. It's a balance of everything. Help
You
business,
bet.
and it's a balance of income, too, that helps everything all along, too. Timetoplay.com. Doreen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And I absolutely look forward to helping you achieve your goals, because it can help
Fabulous.
everybody achieve everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We are back in the food court for the big finale. The big, you realize this is the big one. This is the rib crib. Tony at the rib crib. Tony, thanks for coming down here tonight.
It's absolutely my pleasure.
Oh, it's great. And the ribs look fantastic.
Oh, wait till you taste it.
I'm about to. You're going to speak for about 60 seconds. I'm tasting.
It speaks for itself, actually.
You know, it looks great.
Yeah, it is. We do ribs, chicken. We're located in Coram on Route 112, 2229 Route 112. We're a small family business, me and my 2 boys. This recipe took about 30 years to get to. Yeah, people are loving it. We're doing good. And it's just, Italian food for 35 years. I decided it was time for something different, and this is the something different.
Now, you started the restaurant because you were in the catering business, and you wanted to deliver fresher food? I have that right?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. I had a catering company, and I was in the Italian food business, and I just got tired of making tomato sauce and pasta every day. And this has been one of my passions. So this is, what we turned our heads to, and I'm glad I did it. There's no one making ribs anymore.
It's excellent. Falls right off the bone.
Dynamite.
I don't think I ate it too neatly, but then again, it's not supposed to be eaten too neatly, is it?
Ribs are two-handed kind of thing.
Right. No, that's great. And we're glad you came down here to support us. Love the fact that you're over here in Brookhaven too. And the website would be?
We don't have an actual website yet, but you can catch our menu on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ribcribny. Hit the About button, then hit the See More button, and the menu pops up.
There you go. Hey, finding folks on Facebook is certainly becoming It probably is.
Yes, it's helped us a lot, Facebook.
Yeah.
We're open a year just this month, and we're already up to like 200 likes.
Great.
So.
That's good. I'm going to make it 201 as soon as I get home.
There you go.
All right, there you go. Tony, terrific. And we are finished. We've actually spoken to all of our vendors tonight, and there's a couple of commonalities that I've been able to pick up along the way, lessons that I have learned also, and that is the passion. Most of our businesses here have started their own business because they wanted to achieve something, and they found a niche. Yes, they've also found a need that was really important for them to fill, but it's them, their own reason for doing something. And those are the businesses that are really going to care about you, care about what you're trying to accomplish. So that's the important thing over here. Having a conversation with somebody with that elevator pitch, you got to remember too, it's not what you do, it's why they should care about what you do. That's the important thing. I'm really glad that you joined us tonight to meet folks like Tony over here at the Rib Crib, friend Dr. Harris Cohen, who with his book, and so many other people. We are the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council, and we are really thrilled that you joined us tonight. Hope that you visit the website, and you should. It's brookhavenbac.org. There's a number of different events that we're doing all of the time, whether we're reaching out to the small businesses, the large businesses. If you have an issue for yourself and you want to give us a call, do that. The number is 631-451-6563. The biggest thing that we're trying to promote, and that's the Business Advisory Council, is the idea that there are resources available to you. They're free. Make the phone call. Visit Town Hall. Come down. Send us an email. Find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, the website, whatever it might be. We're here to help the businesses grow in Brookhaven.